Yes, people. Big up to everyone. Hopefully, y'all could hear it because I don't know if no audio either. Can y'all hear me right now though? Hopefully, you can. I'll play that again. But anyways, big up to everyone. Welcome back to episode number 44 of the Mud Brothers Show. That was an absolute fail by me, but no worries. We'll make sure that works out. But welcome back, Monday Night Mudness. You guys already know how we go. But yeah, a lot to discuss. We have new people on the show today, new panelists that we're going to introduce. We're gonna. Oh, it was muted. Can hear you though. Okay, cool. I'll make sure and see why that was muted. But yeah, new people on the panelists today. A new Sheik Sinker, not to 100%, but a new guest, or new panelist, I should say. We're going to discuss obviously the weekend's fixtures. United getting 3 points against Fulham. Finally, we get a win in the Premier League, a clean sheet away from home in the Premier League as well, which we are going to talk about. Obviously, me and Spoopy will discuss that. Arsenal having some referee drama over there at Wolves with Michael Oliver and all that. Lewis Kelly been given a red card, unjust in my opinion. 100% was definitely not deserved, but we're going to get the panelists thoughts on that too. Tottenham lose yet again to Leicester City at home. That's, I think, the second team that they've lost in terms of a relegation battle at home. They've lost to Ipswich already, and they've now lost to Leicester. So we're going to get M. De Niro's thoughts on Ange. Time is running out, needs to be sacked, all of those things. We're obviously going to talk about that. And then last but not least, the most important game of this weekend so far, and I think the most watched for sure as well, Manchester City versus Chelsea, where City did take the 3 points and they did beat Chelsea. Couple of things in that game I guess we will discuss when the Chelsea guys do get here, but make sure you guys are running up the likes and hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're on the road to 700 subscribers, on the ultimate roll of 1,000 subscribers very, very soon. So thank you all for the support, and yes, keep on supporting as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our panelists for today's episode. Um, First, we're going to introduce the United guy along with me. We did get the 3 points this weekend. We move, but we're going to hear his thoughts about the game, of course. And one of his favorite players could still be on the verge of leaving the club, and so we'll get his thoughts about that too. And also, another important thing that I just totally forgot to mention is we signed a player today. So we did get a here we go on a left wing back, which is a profile that we did need. So we'll get his thoughts on all of these things. But man like Spooby is in the building. Yes, Spooby. What
Big
is
up,
it, bro?
lads.
How
Big
do
up.
we get going for
Chic
3 points?
moving
Right.
like Garnacho with that intro. But anyway, we moved. Technical difficulties, technical
Technical
difficulties. But
difficulties.
yeah, big up, everyone. Big up. Big up, Edge in the chat. Chic, thanks for having me on. And yeah, we're going to get into it. We'll get into it.
We're gonna get into it 100%. But yeah, Patrick Dorgu to United, bro. We actually signed a player. You're excited about that?
Listen,
Don't
I
know
would
anything
love
about
to
it?
be that guy that's like, I've been watching the fucking Serie A and watching Leash play all the time. Nah, I don't know much, bro.
Fair enough.
I'm happy that we're signing an Amarim signing, so we get to put the magnifying glass up and we get to see what an Amarim signing looks like. And yeah, and
Yeah,
hopefully it works out. Hopefully.
fair enough. Fair enough. Let's go over to North London. North London together. All North London together and all that type of stuff. But first, we'll introduce. We lost to Leicester this weekend at home. Kind of going crazy over there at Spurs. I'm not gonna lie. There's been meltdowns online that I've been seeing. Fans are kind of yelling things at Ange now too. It's getting toxic. You can see it, and we all know what the outcome always is whenever it gets to something like this. Is the manager is going to end up getting sacked sometime sooner or later. But M. De Niro is in the building to give us our thoughts about Tottenham Hotspur and all of those type of things. As you can see, it says Ange out. But big up to you, bro. How you doing? Besides football, hopefully everything is good.
And
Obviously, hey yo. First, I want to say is check out his YouTube channel, his music channel. He dropped a video, a freestyle. Yo, definitely check that out. It was fire. I've been bumping it all the time. And I'll put the link in the description for that video as well. Whenever we're done with the stream. But shout out to him, De Niro, every single time. Hopefully you're doing blessed, bro.
Yeah,
Everything is
man.
good with
Come on, man. Everything's good. You get me? My life's popping, but Spurs ain't. You get me, bro? So, yeah, man. And you out, man. You get me? Always, man.
That's Ange just
you. Still in a cup,
Hey, Ange out,
semi-final.
bro. These
Still,
don't ruin,
still
don't
in a
ruin
cup
what I said, bro. Ange
semi-final.
out,
Still
bro.
competing for a
My
trophy.
listen,
Just saying,
I'm competing for the O25 trophy of rapping, bro. This guy is competing for nothing, bro. Listen, bro. My life's popping, his ain't, man. Hey, Ange out, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Shout out to Sophia for the raid. She did just raid
big
the
up,
channel.
Sophia.
Shout out
Big up.
to Sophia every
Yeah.
single time. H was kind enough to drop the link in the chat as well. Go check out M. De Niro's music, man. 100%. 100%. Shout out to Abs as well. Big up to Abs. Chad, he says 40 points. Is this for Spurs or for United? Because honestly, at this point, both of our teams could be in those.
We're both struggling.
We're on the hashtag road to safety. Us and M. De Niro together. But cool. Big up. Glad to see M. De Niro's doing okay. His North London rivals. Let's go ahead and introduce them. Man, like Eli is in the building. Shout out to Eli every single time. How you doing, bro? Hashtag no Arsenal till Arteta is gone. How you doing today, bro? How you doing?
Not bad, bro. Just enjoying life without watching Arsenal every week. You know what I'm saying? That boring, dead ass football that puts me to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I just been kicked back watching some actual football. Catching up with my gaming. Catching up with my reading. Studying and all that. Fuck Arsenal. That's all I got.
Fair enough.
28 days into the window, by the way. No player signed. You got Jesus with an ACL injury. We got Saka out indefinitely. We got all these injuries, but yet no signings.
Yeah, and then one little message about Zubimendi had the fan base going crazy.
Bro,
like Zubimendi next
I don't
summer.
even want to talk about that.
Like
we know exactly how these owners twang this fan base, bro. They got this fan base wrapped around their little pinky finger, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
100%. I hear it. But let's go ahead and introduce the new panelist who has been welcome to the show every single time. It's an absolute honor to have him on the show. Been on a couple of shows with him before, and he's also been on this channel before multiple times. So shout out to Don C in the building, our new panelist. Ooh, Don C. Don C to Mud Brothers. Here we go. The paperwork has been finalized. The medical has been taken care of. Don C's here, man. Here we go. Big up to you, Don C. How you doing
more
today?
more signings in Arsenal, man.
I'm telling you, each and every time, bro. Fuck Arsenal, mate. Get Arteta out. M. De Niro, if you want a manager that can actually give you good vibes, we got one down the road.
No, man's good, man. I need trophies, bro.
Yeah. But before you get trophies, you need a vibe, blood. You need a vibe. You need a Zinchenko vibe, bro. You get me? He comes with a dog as well, so it's a win-win, innit?
Comes with the dog. That's crazy. Comes with the dog. It's crazy. It's a win-win situation. But shout out to Don C. Obviously, long time coming to have him on the channel. We've been discussing it with the panelists for a while. So finally here, man. Glad to have you, Don C. And we're gonna start off with no better place than Arsenal itself, since Don C is here. Wolves against Arsenal, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Obviously, goal from Calafiori. But the biggest talking point was the red card, the referee decision. Went down to 10 men. Wolves also went down to 10 men. And I thought, regardless of that too, Havertz had a bunch of chances. It was kind of like the regular Arsenal viewing that we've been seeing for the past couple of weeks. But Don C, we'll start off with you. Your thoughts on the game. Wolves 0, Arsenal 1. Red card justified. Your thoughts on the whole referee talk and all that drama and stuff as well.
What can you expect from a prick like Michael Oliver? He hates Arsenal.
What a referee.
Okay, before I even start on the game, where you have all of these scrubs at the top, right, saying the same thing about Michael Oliver, right, in the Arsenal match, it must be true. It's not us Arsenal fans whining every season about not getting referees' decisions and all of that. For once, these scrubs know. Should tell you why, because it's happened to each and every single one of them from this institution, from this bullshit institution. I am sick and tired of referees not refereeing a game properly. I'm sick and tired of this PGL, MOL, whatever the fuck they are, yeah? This alphabet football hooliganism fucking mafia, yeah? Always taking these little briberies, allegedly, right? It was disgusting how an 18-year-old kid can do something that every single footballer has done. It's called a manager's foul, yeah? Maximum and minimum is a yellow card, right? I do not know how this idiot got from a manager's foul to a red card, right? And in the same game, Gomez did the same thing, if not even worse, because he could have broke the person's ankle and got a friggin' yellow card. I just don't get it. This is what I'm saying. But you know what? Take that from it from a second. Arsenal played their same pragmatic, boring football, because when it was 11 against 11, it was still 0-0. Havertz had at that point, Havertz had 2 big chances to score. Martinelli had a chance to score, right? Who was it? Trossard swung the ball in first time. Havertz was like, I don't know, maybe 10 yards out and puts it on the right post. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. You see, the thing is, I don't want to paper over the cracks and say, yeah, well, if this red card would have didn't happen, maybe would have gone to score against 11, because when it was against 11, we fucking did not score, and that's what's irritating me. Yeah, when it went 10 against 11, we did not score. Yeah, and then when we did score, it came from another centre back. Yeah, in Calafiori, but at least it's a better goal than Havertz would have ever scored for us. And this is my issue, because the whole talking point was the red card. And yes, should we talk about it? Yeah, we should go over it. But then guess what? We all know on this panel that referees are a lot of bullshit. Yeah, so we know what we're getting where we get these referees, unless you're Man City. Yeah, so I'd rather just say that about that red card, because yeah, cool, it happened, it got rescinded, whatever. I don't give a shit. I want to talk about the Arsenal match, because 11 against 11, we did fuck all. Yeah, earlier we was talking. Eli said 28 days in. Yeah, 28 days in. It reminds me of that series. Yeah, 28 days. 28 days in and no signing. 28 days in. Okay, let me put to you like this, yeah? 2.5 years and we haven't had a noticeable striker. 2.5 years. Yeah? And I'm supposed to be sitting here backing my team thinking, oh yeah, because Liverpool's going to drop points. We all know this. But I'm not confident in Arsenal not dropping points. Do you know why? Because we're boring. We do the same thing. We are so slow. We are so predictable. Yeah, I could tell you the starting 11 of what's going to play on Sunday, right? I could even probably tell you the starting 11 that's going to play on Wednesday, because it's predictable. Because we have injuries to our star players. Yeah, take away the injuries that we have. Who do we have that we could say is a game changer on the field? Because Odegaard has even though Odegaard wasn't playing, when he has played, what has he done? He scored, what is it? 2 goals and 1 assist this season? This is supposed to be our most creative player. And play in the middle of the park. Our number 10 has scored 2 goals and 1 assist. That's horrible. And you know what it is? As bad as I used to just make fun of Saka as well, and I think he's a great player, he's created more chances than any of our front 4 in that team. And he's been out for 6 weeks. How does that even make sense? How comes he's still got more assists than everyone? The only person that's got more goals than him is Havertz. And that's by, 4 goals? And he's been out for 6 weeks. And we don't see a problem here. Against Wolves, right, it's always nice to win. It's always nice to get that 3 points, you know what, yeah, to shut you man up on all of that. And even better when Spurs loses. But we'll come to that. It's always beautiful. But then, that was papering over the cracks, because in 17 minutes before the red card, where we had 11 on 11, what the hell did we do? What did we do? We had 3 shots, none on target. Yeah, in that time, 2 of them was from Havertz, and the one that he did get on target, he had the whole goal. And you know what he did? He made the keeper look better than what he really is. You pull it straight down the middle, right? And then when he saves with his legs, oh, bloody hell, what a great save. What a great save. You see, this keeper, man, he could save Wolves. No, that's what you call a piss poor number 10, number 11, number 9, number 8, number 5, number 6. I don't know what the fuck he is. So I'm just going to call him a number. Yeah? Because no one can tell me what position he plays. He headed it right at the fucking goalkeeper. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of when I turn to watch the Arsenal match or go to games, I'm seeing this piss poorism. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of it. I want Arsenal to do so well, like all of you want your team to do well. I really don't. I can't stand your team, especially that one in the top right. You get me? And he probably feels the same about me. So the feeling's mutual. Nice guy, but an arsehole. The one that's top middle, yeah, he's just an arsehole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's just like every day when I see him, I'll call him a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just a fucking fraud. Eli, that's my brother. You get me? We are Arsenal through and through, but we are right now. We are hurting because it seems like we're always going to be number second. We are always going to be the Michelle in Destiny's Child. H, you're a bum. Don't worry, we're going to come for JD9 and Watkins in the summer. Yeah, but knowing Arsenal, guess what? Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the summer, yeah, what do you think Arsenal's going to buy?
A defender or a midfielder.
He's going to buy a centre back.
It's just the truth.
Or maybe another backup goalkeeper.
Or another because he's bought like 7 already.
Or
that's
like
what I'm saying,
Modric from Chelsea or some shit like that. You know, like that's just the trends. These are trends you see with Arteta. Like
or Rashford from Man United.
Yeah.
You could see that. You can just see that coming. I can just feel it, bro. Deadline day, just a panic buy. Oh, Rashford to Arsenal. Here we go. Loan deal to the end of the season. Wages covered in full. Well, I can just see it. I can see the headline.
Release like some sick video, some promo video of Rashford in the jersey and all. Oh yeah, you just know it's gonna be.
The best of me is yet to come. Just wait, Arsenal.
The kids. They'll be feeding the kids. That's what I'm saying. Like he'll have a banner to Arsenal. I come here to feed the kids. Yeah. So we'll have Rashford, right? We'll probably have Mudryk. We'll have Zinchenko. We have Jesus. We won't even be the banter club no more. We are banter. That's what we are. We are banter. It's pathetic. It's not even a saver hole because when you say saver hole, you try to give them a better life. You know what I'm saying? We've all got Pretty Woman out here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no Pretty Woman. This is Arsenal the joke FC. We see it time and time again. 28 days, right? We need a striker. We need a right winger. We need a replacement number 10. Yeah? Who have we got? Right now, I'll even take Danny Welbeck, to be honest. Because at least he's a number fucking 9. Instead of saying, do you know what, let's try to throw some cash at someone and see if they buy it. We all know it's going to be expensive. But then that's down to Arteta. If he was ambitious, guess what he would have done? He would have bought a striker.
Bro, there's so many players too. That's the thing. There's so many players. They can't say that there hasn't been players. Bro, we just saw Omar Marmoush go to Man City. We just seen Kvaratskhelia go to Napoli for chump change. Chump fucking change. These are like some of the best players in the world. Why are we not going after them? Why? Like they said, oh, but they cost like upwards of 80 million. No, they cost like 60 million. Yeah. We could. What did Havertz cost? 65. We get. Hey, come on now. These are playing better players than him, and they're going for less than he did.
We could buy a striker for half the price. We could buy anyone.
Bro, Tony's available on loan.
Yeah.
Like they can't say that there's not players out there. That's what has me upset, and that's why I'm just like, I'm not even gonna worry about them because until they show me that they're serious, why am I wasting my breath? Why am I wasting my time? I got better things to do with my life than watch Arsenal, just run themselves into the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Like they just care about the money. They don't care about us fans. As long as they getting their money, as long as they line in their pockets, that people still come to watch the games, the vibe is good. They don't care about us. So they gonna throw us a little bone here and there. Here you go. Throw a dog a bone. We'll get you a little quote unquote marquee signing. We'll go get you $100 million Declan Rice, even though Declan Rice ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a Caicedo who is actually better. You know what I'm saying? Who actually fits the profile that the manager actually needed, or Zubamendi. We could have went and got them, but no, we ended up with Declan Rice. We could have got Declan Rice and, that's what I'm saying. We could have got but, Arsenal, they just do enough. They never go above and beyond to, push the needle forward. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous, but, Arsenal just going to Arsenal. I can't really. It is what it is.
I hear you.
It's just annoying, man, at this point. That's why I decided to just not even focus on them like that.
I hear you. Spoobs, your thoughts?
Arsenal. God, I can't even be positive about that performance. Arsenal just being Arsenal. Look, listen to Dauncey and listen to Eli. attack. Yes, like how many times are we going to say this week in week out as a striker? And I get why Eli's like, I can't be arsed to watch this, because if us sitting at home behind our computers can see you need a striker, what is the directors, the scouts at them? I don't know what they're doing. Can we talk about that Skelly red card?
Go on.
I think it was a red card.
Oh,
listen,
here we go.
No, what?
No. Hey, Spooks, let me just break it down, bro. First off, too far away from the goal. Way too far away from the goal. Secondly, it's not like he studded the guy. You know what I'm saying? If it was a stud, it was very, very minimal, man. Like that was a tactical foul that the ref was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna say red, and the people up top in the VAR booth, they was like, you know what? We're not gonna overturn it. It's borderline. It's an orange for them, orange territory. So we're just gonna go ahead.
But he lunged in, studs up. That's why I like when you're lunging in with your studs up, you give the referee that.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. He gave the referee a decision to make. I just think with him saying no. I think he just backtracked what he said. A few years back when he didn't send off. Who was it? Kovacic for the exact same challenge that was probably even worse. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't want to mess with the integrity of the game. Oh, okay, sure. Okay.
I think they won the appeal today too. So
we did.
Going to be
they won the appeal. But I'm just saying, why are we treating Arsenal with like kid gloves? Where we're like, come on, like if a player lunges in like that, I've seen still images. I've seen the video. If you lunge into a player with your studs like showing up, okay, the contact, okay, maybe it's minimal, but you give. To me, that was a young player showing his inexperience.
But you can't give a card for intent, because if that's the case, half the players out here will get red cards every week. Yeah, no, and if you're going to give that red card, then he has to give the Gomez red card, because he has to be consistent.
Absolutely. I think that's red card too.
And that's the thing. When I've seen players do that, I've never seen a red card given.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah,
consistency.
I agree, bro. I agree. I would say the exact same thing, man.
I think the Gomez one is a red too. But I think, listen, I know it's been rescinded and all that, but I think that's a red card. Listen, Skelly has been great, okay? I'm not going to shit on Skelly, but to me, that looked like an inexperienced teenager making a tackle rashfully. Like, listen, he's been great, okay? Don'C's ready to get at me because he loves Skelly. Okay, but to me that's a red. Okay, but in terms of the way Arsenal play, this is what we've been seeing. Arsenal, they're not the team they were, and until like Eli said, they do something. Sign a striker or break the bank. Go for it. Why are you not going for it? What is all this like? They're half-assing everything. You've seen that with a Sterling signing. I would be done too if I was an Arsenal fan watching that. But yeah, they got the win though. They got the win. Okay, big up,
Man City.
I ain't gonna lie. At this point,
Man City at home.
At this point, man, what's the point? Out of the cups, pretty much. There's really no hope of us winning the Champions League unless we get signings. Like, we literally need signings if we're going to compete in this Champions League. You know what I'm saying? That's literally the only hope that we have for a trophy, unless Liverpool just falls off the fucking world and, something crazy happens. And then you see Man City, nobody's talking about this, but like I said, don't count them dudes out. They making a little slow comeback. They slightly in fourth right now. Nobody's talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, don't let them overtake us in their worst season in the past, 5-6 years since Pep has been under them.
But we all knew City were going to come back, though. We knew they were going to.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that like everybody wasn't talking about, City's finished.
Nah, they're City not back. Just look at the performance against Chelsea, but we'll get on to that afterwards.
I think.
No, they're not fully back, but hey, don't sleep on them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you'll see City step in the gear now. I think with the Marmoush and the other signings, I think you'll see them starting to kick up a gear. But like, listen, it's a win. You got 3 points. Why are you so sad? Don't see any light. It's 3 points.
Oh no,
3
man.
points
It's 3 points. I get it's 3 points, right? But you have to look at the game in its totality.
The problems are still
yeah.
That's more.
You're okay. All right, then. We're seeing injuries happen left, right, and center, and we all know Saliba just came back into this match, and he's not fully fit. You can see just by the way he's moving. Yeah. Timber shaky. We had a lot of shaky moments within that game where we're just doing so many stupid things. It started from Timber just not passing the ball right. We're seeing Martinelli. It's funny because I want to praise Martinelli now. I actually saw him run past 2 people, but then his final ball was pathetic, and now he's on his right foot, yeah, giving an outswinger. So I don't see the issue. You get me? Yeah. I see so many things where you could just pick apart the game and see it as this is against Wolves. This season, everybody has battered Wolves. This season, everyone has terrorized Wolves.
Not us.
Right? Yeah, mate, like that shit anyway. This is why you're just one level above Tottenham, and look where Tottenham are fighting for relegation. It is what it is. Yeah, everyone has battered Wolves, the top half of the table. We go there, we seem like we're giving them a game. We seem like, do you know what? Yeah, they can actually win this match. Just before the red card, you could see the counter attack they was trying to play, and then even after the red card, my thing was, do not take off Enyeri. Do you know why you don't take off Enyeri? Because he's our most creative player.
Not only that, Dancy, he's our outlet too.
Yeah,
one of our outlets.
So do you know what he does? He takes off Enyeri. Yeah, okay, fair enough. He took off Enyeri, and then do you know who we put on? We put on Calafiori, who scored a goal. All right, but then again, Calafiori's first and foremost job is not to fucking score; it's to defend, and he's horrible at defending. Yeah, horrible at defending. Our strikers are supposed to be scoring them goals, right? And he had I watched the Aston Villa match. You see a difference because Watkins done a header, that top right. Yeah, he was on the left, top right. Go back and watch the match, and that's what you call a striker's header. And then go see Havertz's header. And this is what irritates me. We're so slow, we're so pragmatic, and it's like we're constantly playing players out of position or trying to make shift a team. If let's say when Calafiori comes on, he's a natural centre back, yeah. Why don't you go back 3 then?
Man,
why do you not go back 3?
Oh my days!
Play wing backs, right? Do you know what you do now? You have more man in midfield. You've got 3 at the back here. So instead of, let's say, you got that pivot staying back now, you can push everyone forward. But this apprentice that we want to call a manager says, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to stick this way. If we haven't won anything from sticking this way, do you know what you do? I'll always go back to the same analogy. If my ex is not making me happy, there's a reason why she's an ex. You fucking move on. You don't keep playing the same football. You don't keep putting on the same man that's on the field, because you're going to get the same performances day by day. I'm not saying that Odegaard is horrible, because I'm not that kind of fan. What I'm saying is he's not good enough, and the reason why he's not good enough, I believe is one reason: because he has no competition. No competition. Odegaard is not Saka. The reason why I can't hear no one talk shit about Saka is because for 6 years Saka's been in this team. Yeah? And for 6 years he's been arguably our best player. For 6 fucking years. Yeah? He's no Saka. The only way you're gonna get the best out of certain players is if they have competition. Right? Trossard is not competition for Martinelli, because he's a bench player at best. This is why he scores his goals off the bench. Martinelli is never going to step up because Martinelli has no competition. You get me? What I'm more worried about now is at the end of the season to know who we're going to lose. Partey. And that's our midfield done. And Tierney, yeah? Tierney doesn't really play that much. So I'm not really fussed about that. Yeah, I'm not happy, but I'm not fussed about that. But guess what? What happens when Partey lose? When we lose Partey, our midfield is going to get exposed because who can break the lines like Partey? Who is pressure resistant like Partey? Who can move the ball like Partey?
People say it's Declan Rice.
Declan Rice.
That's what people say. That's what people say.
Spaghetti.
The crab.
I agree with 90%. I agree with 90% of what you said, but you cannot big up Martinelli. You can't big up Martinelli. Donsey, he is not good enough. He's not.
No, he's not good enough. I'm saying I actually saw him run past 2 players.
But he's not good enough. That's not enough.
Like, to be honest, that's all I wanted him to do. Just run past players. That's your job.
Donsey, you'll realize it, okay? There is no difference between Garnacho and Martinelli. They're the same player.
No, there is a difference. Garnacho has his head up.
No, he does.
He actually does.
When Garnacho gets the ball on that wing, he puts his head down and just runs, and he'll lose it 80% of the time. He just puts his head down, runs, and that's the problem with Garnacho. He doesn't have his head up.
Let's just keep it a buck. Garnacho and Nelly are 2 cheeks of the same ass. Let's not compare them. They're the same player, bro. The same fucking player.
Martinelli's faster. That's about it. Exactly, Lucien. That's all.
No, it's 1 out of 10, 1.5 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10, 1.5 out of 10. Oh,
yeah.
Why are you bigging him up though? Why are you bigging him up? Like, no, he's a part of the problem.
No, it's for that one game because all I wanted him to do was like, oh my days, he can actually run past a player. It was that shocked moment. Yeah, because as bad as we was that day, he was actually on the wing. He was actually one of the better players on the wing. Yeah. Because as much as I can't stand him, when he does have a maybe a 3 out of 10 game, I'm gonna notice it because all season I've seen bullshit. All season I've seen him run past the fullbacks, get tackled, go into the corner, try shimmy the ball, lose it. But this time he ran past 2 players. Do you know what? Yeah, I had to scratch my head. I was like,
disbelief.
If he can run past 2 players, yeah, I swear down I can have hair again. Yeah, it's coming back, bro. It was more. I didn't know what to say about that because like all season I've been just saying, bro, you got the pace, kick and run, do old school. Even if you kick it one way, run the other way. Yeah, do that. But he can't. I just don't know. Do I want him to go? Of course I want him to go. Do I think he's good enough for Arsenal? Hell no. Yeah.
I think
but then I could tell you 6 or 7 players that are not good enough for Arsenal. It's as simple as that. The goalkeeper is, the 2 defenders are Skelly, Saka, yeah. Rice. Did you know Rice? Yeah. What he lacks in technical ability, he gives in the heart. And sometimes you need the heart. Sometimes you need that idiot to run around the field. Is there better players in them in this position? Of course there is. Yeah. But are there players that's actually going to give that drive, that push? Yeah. I don't think there is that many, and I think that's why he came into the team.
Yeah. 100%.
Hey, Arsenal 100%. Fans, respect Uncle Ben. Come on, he's a good player.
Before we get to Engineer real quick and hear his thoughts, I just wanted to share this. I thought this was the funniest take. I'm not even gonna lie. Proof from Michael Oliver of threats again.
Hey, Ty's turned up the man's hotel room.
That's absolutely hilarious.
Yo, people ain't got no shame, bro.
Yo, that's absolutely hilarious.
That's terrible.
But Abdullah, we'll go to you. Your thoughts on the whole Arsenal situation, the referees, all of that type of stuff, man. You here? Abdullah?
No, he's good.
Oh yeah. Thoughts on the Arsenal? No, you good, bro. No worries. Thoughts on the Arsenal situation? The whole referees, everything. If you watch the game.
Can't lie, I didn't even watch it, bro. I can't lie. This weekend, I just spent focusing on myself, bro. And you obviously don't know for valid reasons why, but obviously, as Arsenal fans, like, obviously, I heard about it. Majority of people were saying that it wasn't a red card, the red that was given. But listen, at the end of the day, man, you got the W in it. That's what matters. But you got your W, so I would say More time focus on the W. The referee thing is an inconsistency for majority of teams. I'm sure every team, every panelist that's here could probably bring up a situation where a referee has done them wrong. But yeah, there's not too much on it, bro. Like I say, you man got the W. I'm happy that red card happened, but obviously it got rescinded, so it's kind of dead now. But yeah, bro, you man got the W. Your silly ways of getting the W of how you normally do it, stinky football as always. You get me. Sean Dyche, Arteta was back at it again, obviously with his centre backs. So this is it, bro. Like I say, man, just getting luck, bro. The centre backs are saving this man's jobs, bro. I'll be real. Without them centre backs, bro, we might be speaking about a different Arsenal, bro. So let's just take that in.
Invest into so many center backs, man.
Bro, that's what happens when you compare your team to Real Madrid. That's what happens, bro. How about that? Bro, I had an argument with an Arsenal fan for like at work today for like a good 1 hour talking about the guy was trying to tell me Havertz is better than Harry Kane. I said, brother, what crack are you smoking, bro? I couldn't believe it. This is why I say I'm onto these guys, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is why I'm onto these guys, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Kim Kardashian FC, bro. Kim Kardashian FC, bro. This is why I'm onto them, man, bro. This is what it is, bro. Yeah.
We don't claim those Arsenal fans. We don't claim them.
You man can none of them. Listen. You man cannot claim them, but I'm gonna claim them for you. You know, like that. Bro. Now watch that.
If you wanna claim someone, you can claim Arteta.
Hey,
nah. He can, bro. That guy can go and claim all of his disgrace that he's doing over there and keep it over there, man. We're already a disgrace with that guy, bro. I can't lie. I don't know where we would be going, man.
So, all right, let's stay with you, De Niro. Talk about your North London club, obviously losing again to Leicester City. That's now 1 point in the last 7 games for Ange. It's over, isn't it? I think it's over. Sooner or later, it's over. I don't know why the board is taking so long though, but I think it's come to an end, man. This Ange chapter is over. In what 15th place, damn near fighting relegation. I could say this the same about my team as well, but 15th place, damn near fighting relegation at the end of January is crazy, absolutely crazy. And yes, you can talk about injuries, all of those type of things, but at the end of the day, the manager has to take some sort of accountability for some of the results, some of the teams that you've played as well. Losing to Ipswich at home, losing to Leicester City at home. These are 2 teams that are fighting for relegation and, battling to stay in the Premier League next season. So your thoughts on it, De Niro? I know you say Ange out, but is it over for you? This Ange Postecoglou chapter at Tottenham Hotspur, is it over?
But it should have been over. It should have been over at the Ipswich game, bro. But I thought, you know what? Let me be a different guy, bro. I'm changing my life, bro. Let me be a better man.
More positive.
You understand? Let me be a positive man. You
Yeah,
understand?
you're too negative,
This is it, bro. So man tried to ride the wave and that. But no, bro, you get me as usual, bro. Back to basics, but this time this ain't even back to basics. This might even be the first ever time. I don't think we'll get relegated, but brother, I don't care, bro. Man, are 15th, bro. In the second half of the season, bro. Have some flipping respect, bro. It's disgusting, bro. And then the guy wants to tell me this is who we are, bro. But shut your mouth, man, about this is who we are. But we don't win trophies. I know that. I would agree with you there if you said this is who we are. But talking about 15th, that's not who we are. We won't finish 15th in the table. But we're 4 points in front of Everton, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous to me, bro. Like, I don't understand how any like for me now, I've said obviously if you're Ange in, you're Ange out. But after that game, bro, I can't like there's no if you're Ange in or if you're Ange out, bro. You just gotta be out, bro. Like that's the reality of it. And you can say, yeah, but if we sack him, we're just gonna go around in circles, brother. One thing about the other managers, yes, we went in circles, but they didn't finish 15th. And 15th is on the cards, bro. It's very much on the cards because it looks like these results are going to continue, bro. It's not looking like these results are going to change, bro. They're going to continue to happen. For as long as these centre-backs that we have are out, and they're not, and one of them ain't even that great anyway, so it's not going to make a whole load of a difference, but it'll make a difference. But for as long as these men are out, bro, it's going to be dark, bro. Like, this is how it's going to be, bro. The only thing as a Spurs fan that you can look forward to is the demise of Arsenal, bro. That's about it, bro. So, with that being said, fam, we're just going to go, man's just going to go into this manager situation.
Yeah.
The manager has screamed, I win trophies on my second season. That's all good and that. But winning trophies in your second season and getting man near relegated is ridiculous. If I'm being honest about it, it's ridiculous. Like I don't care how many trophies you've won. Yes, Spurs need a trophy, but at the same time, bro, you gotta keep some standards with what you're doing. Like I say, I might have to just be on the Sheik thing with the Ten Hag situation you were on. But if you get past this Liverpool thing, win me the trophy and dip, bro. In that time, bro, because I don't think we'll get relegated, like I said. But yeah, win me the trophy and dip. But if it was up to me, bro, sack him now, bro. You
Do you think they're
understand?
waiting for that? Do you think they're waiting for that
I think
semi-final
that's what they're gonna do, bro. Because
and then sack him
obviously,
right after if he
yeah,
loses?
yeah, yeah. If
Yeah.
he loses, definitely. Because at the end of the day, I think that would be the case. But yeah, man, Spurs, bro. I can't lie, we're finished. But bro, the reality of the situation is, remember, yeah, the truth always comes to light, bro. And this is the reality of what I've been trying to tell you lot for a long time now, since I've been on all these platforms. Spurs are not as good as you think they are. The things that we're doing, they should have been already. These things were we were just papering over cracks, bro. The cracks have always been there, bro. It's just not shattered. And the shatter that has not shattered is just the fact that we haven't been exposed this much. But the exposing is really happening now, bro. You understand? So, bro, sack the whole lot of them, bro. Sack the flipping fold the club. Sack Ange, bro. You get me, bro. Enoch out. You understand, bro? Let Enoch just control the stadium. Fold Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Let Enoch change the stadium to Enoch Twerk Squad, and then they can put all the Beyonces that they want to put in there, put all of them type of people they want to put in there, bro. Because it
Sorry,
seems to
General, I
me
just have
that.
a question.
Mm.
Go on. Go ahead.
So
In fact,
Take it.
sorry, bro. I can't lie, bro. Nah, sorry, bro. Hold that question. Write it down. I
yeah,
need to
go
cook,
through,
bro. I
go
need.
through. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
bro.
you
I
know,
can't
keep
lie,
going.
bro.
No, go, go.
I
Sorry,
need to cook, bro. My bad,
sorry, I
bro.
thought you
Right.
were done. Sorry,
So
go,
yeah,
go.
as I was saying, man. Look, the fold the club, bro. Enoch wanna do this thing where the state with Tottenham Hotspurs are twerking central, bro. We're just stripper pole dancers, bro. Where man are just inviting everybody into the stadium, bro. May as well be an OnlyFans team, bro, with the amount of people that we invite into our own stadium, into our home. So at the end of the day, bro, like I said, Enoch out, bro. Ange out. I'll keep repeating it. Listen, I'm not coming here to speak about football and all types of the intellectual thing that all of you lot do. I don't care about that. Enoch out, Ange out. I'll continue to violate these men for as long as this continues. Just remember, bro, I've not seen a trophy since the Carling Cup. The last trophy that we won has been discarded. I just want you to take that in. I looked at the honours that Spurs have earned. Audi Cup, that's crazy. I just want you to know that none of you man's pain, is the same as our pain. So all you Arsenal fans that continue to cry, shut your mouth. I want to hear no nonsense from you. Secondly, bro, United fans that continue to cry, be quiet. You just won 2 trophies last season. Shut your mouth. And yeah, bro, this is it, bro. This is what we're going through, bro. I want man to understand. This is the pain that man are going through, bro. So I don't want to hear anybody talking about pain. Real pain is 0 trophies. Bro, at this rate, bro, bring Ten Hag, bro. You get me, bro? It seems to me at least he can win trophies with some dead players, bro.
No,
Ten
trust
Hag
me, bro, you
in.
don't
Ten
want
Hag
him.
in.
Scooby,
Zero, you
Listen,
Ten Hag in.
hold on,
put the
hold
thing
on.
on,
Let me
put
Let's
the
speak
thing
go,
on,
to
put the
Zero.
thing on.
one second, one second,
Scooby,
one second, one second.
put
Let me
your
just tell. Let me
Avi
speak
on,
to
put your Avi on.
Abdiriro. Forget me. Forget we're even on a show. Forget we're even like panelists right now. This is me speaking to you from a brother to a brother. You do not want Eric Ten Hag at your club.
You
no
do.
matter,
You do.
bro. There can never be. It can never be that down bad that you would want Ten Hag at
Man
your
said
club.
it can't
Trust
be,
me.
brother. We're
I'm
15th, bro.
telling you,
What do you mean it
We're
can't be?
15th,
Nah, bro,
Sheik.
don't,
We're
hey, bro,
15th.
bro,
we're in
hey,
this.
bro, hey, bro,
We're in this
hey, bro,
situation because of Ten Hag
nah.
as well.
Let's
We're in
let's
this
talk the,
situation
bro.
because of
Let's
Ten Hag
talk
as
the
well.
facts,
But
bro. Man
you
is
don't want
saying
him.
it can never be that bad, brother. We're 15th, bro. Man are 4 points above flipping Everton, bro. And this is gonna continue to go, bro. I'm showing you right now. Tottenham are finishing in the second half of the table this season, bro. Man's telling you this right now, bro. And the reality of the situation, man can't tell me it can't get worse than this, bro. 15th, bro. This guy's meant to be, you man, all that talk about, oh yeah, but he plays good football. Brother, I don't care, bro. Man, I'm 15th. There's no good football when you're 15th. Bro, no one cares, bro. Nottingham Forest, Nuno Espirito, whatever the flip his name is flipping in third or second. But I can't even see that half of the table deep it, bro. I can't even see that half of the table. I don't even know
Hey,
what's
us too.
going on.
We can't do it.
Us too.
Bro, I don't even know what's going on, bro. You man are at least close to the cookie bit. You know the bit where it says, "Oh, do you want to accept cookies?" You're almost there, brother. We're nowhere to be seen, bro.
Show
You
me
can't
where.
see, man. We're nowhere near the cookies, bro. You understand, bro? You can't even if you accept the cookies, G, you're not seeing us, bro. You understand? We're nowhere to be seen. Man are in the second half of the table, bro. Man are really in a relegation battle. You see when guys were screaming, "Oh, Chelsea, I might be in," but we're really in a relegation battle right now, G. This is what you call a relegation battle, G. And this is the thing, bro. Like I said, man got slapped 3-0 in the first half by Everton, bro. And man wanna talk to me about it can't get any worse than this. I should just bang somebody in the face now, bro. Because yo, bro, 3-0. Again, nah, Sheik, bro, you're mocking it, bro. Don't make me come to America, bro. You know, like that, bro. Don't make me come to America, bro.
What did I even do?
Listen,
I didn't
nah,
even
bro,
do
you're trying to do this sarcastic. I know what you're trying to do, bro. I see through you. I see through it, bro. Yeah, I know you try to do the innocent thing and all that and all these things,
I have
but
no idea what you're
bro,
talking
I
about,
will
bro. I
take
really
that
don't.
flight to America, bro. If you're not careful, bro. Don't make me come
All
here,
I'm
bro.
saying is oh wait 1 second. All I'm saying is, hey man, just don't get Ten Hag. Just yeah.
No, man, keep
I don't
Ange.
want that.
Why
Ten
not?
Hag.
Why
Bro,
not? I don't understand.
bro. I'm
Get
just
Ten Hag.
you know what it is. I just stopped there because I was just thinking about everything that we went through with Ten Hag, and I couldn't even
Nah,
speak.
bro. Do you know what
That's how
you're
bad it
doing?
is.
Nah, do you know
That's
what
how
you're
bad it
doing? Do
is,
you know what
bro.
you're doing? No,
Shout out
no,
to
we're not
followers.
doing this. We're not doing this. Do you know what
Thank
this
you,
guy's
Ten
trying to
Hag.
do, bro? He's trying to stick on this Ten Hag thing, bro, and all of this, yeah, bro. You're trying to stick,
No, what
bro.
gives you
That has
stickers,
nothing
bro?
to do with
What?
the points that were made, bro.
Shout
The
out to
points
followers.
that were, bro. Go listen to the intro that you even put in the intro firstly when you were introducing me, and then look at what you're saying now. You're trying to stick on 2 points that are invalid to everything I just said, bro. Yeah, I
I
see
know.
you, bro.
I agree
Bro,
with you.
I
I say you
see.
should sack him.
I
I
see.
said you should sack him. All I'm saying is there are so many managers outside there in the world other than Ten Hag. Trust
Hey,
me,
listen,
who
bro.
don't
I
want this
know,
guy,
bro.
bro.
I
Who don't
know
want
this,
this
but
guy?
bro, you're doing right now. You're doing a flawless version 2 right now, bro. You've been in the
Hold
Sarcasm
that
City
flawless. Hold that.
TV in there for a while now. So, flawless. You're rubbing off on this guy, bro. This guy has turned into V2 flawless, bro. How is man trying to do, bro? I see through you, sheep, bro. I know what you're trying to do. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. But like I said, bro, I don't want to make that visit to America, bro. We'll have to step in the boxing ring
So,
and do something, bro.
That's
You
crazy, bro.
understand?
Like,
Bro,
last
you're
thing I
meant to
sorry.
want
be
is
my guy,
engineer.
bro.
The last
Sheik
thing I
is
want
meant
is
to be
engineer
my
to
guy,
drop a
bro.
diss track on me, man. That's the last thing I want.
Sheik
Sorry,
is
General.
back. Yeah, I'm here
Just
for
had a
that. Sheik
question.
is right.
Just had a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So I just want to say, so when Arteta first came in, right? He was also eighth, right? And there was a certain point, as Troop says, we are 15th, we are 15th. But after that 15th, they reached second. They challenged. Then they challenged again. Right now they're challenging again. So I
Mate, we
think
went 15th in fucking January, the beginning of February. We was 15th in November.
hey, 2 months, 3 months, tomato.
Yeah,
So I
Give or
think,
take.
I
Give or
think,
take.
and not one win in
I think
21.
you should keep and Postecoglou, see this
This
season out. You know
guy's
what I'm
trying
saying?
to
Build on it.
disrespect
You know what I'm saying?
Manting.
You
This
win a
guy's
trophy,
trying to
right?
disrespect Manting.
Arteta was 15th in
And
November,
here,
right?
De Niro, think about it. Like,
Spurs are a
okay,
bit
I
delayed.
know.
To like lagging.
Look at
You know what I'm
this
saying?
I,
thing.
It's like
Oh,
lag,
any
and
moment.
then
listen, I know. I listen, but De Niro, I know you're saying I'm not hearing injuries, but think about it. Really, though, you guys are riddled with injuries. Like most of
are.
your team is injured. Okay, so like, give Angie a chance. Okay, it's
Oh,
not.
here we
It's
go.
not.
This guy is always
just
about give managers a chance.
I
What?
agree
All
with
the
you,
time.
Scooby. Give him a
Yeah.
chance. I say give Andy a chance. Give it
What?
Andy.
What? Like, listen. What
Who-
other?
I
What other team is
What
riddled
is he
with
gonna do with
injuries
can
like
I
Archie
you?
ask? Can I
Goetz
ask a
back? What is he
question?
gonna
Can I
do?
ask a question? Do you reckon like this on podcast they're gonna start like a virtual reality thing on podcast where
I
man can
already know
just
what he's
punch
getting to.
somebody through? Where I
I
could
already
just
know what
punch
he's getting
somebody
to.
through a camera, bro? Like because bro, hey, because
Which
bro, these men are really they're really trying to hey, hey, start
No,
man.
but De Niro, you can't answer that though. You can't
What,
because what other team is riddled with injuries like you?
Yeah, you
bro?
guys
Tell
got
me.
Archie
Listen.
Goetz
Tell
back.
me. Tell me.
So bro, you mean to tell me that Amari Hutchinson should be dunking on my team, bro? That is bro. Amari
Well, he is
Hutchinson
an
should be
RG with
dunking on my
Arsenal
team.
graduate, so you know what I'm saying.
Jamie
no,
Vardy's telling fans, my fans, bro. Jamie Vardy's telling my fans, I've won
Crazy.
this. You man ain't won this.
Yeah, but that's
Bro,
up to him.
But it's facts though. He's telling you
That's up
facts
to him
though.
though. He's nothing wrong with
At
that.
one
You
stage
know,
when you lot was on top of the game, you had Lord Kane, you had Mr. Song
Lord Kane.
popping shots. Vardy came and shot on you,
Sissoko.
and then he just shot on you
Yeah.
again after
Yeah.
coming up from the championship. How do you feel,
Remember,
bro?
Do you know Chad should get banged? That's what he used to say to people. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Bring it back, man. That's an EPL legend right there. It's okay to lose to an EPL legend. Come on.
hey,
Nothing
I
wrong
what's
think
with
it's
that?
that.
harsh. I think it's harsh. Like, look at the injuries. Okay, think about the
I
injuries.
agree.
Yeah, like you can't. I know people are saying I don't want excuses about injuries and things like that, but look at the amount of injuries they have. Like, come on, what are we doing
Whose
here?
fault's that? And then I don't
Who's
actually
Postecoglou?
I don't actually like to
Hey.
stick up for Tottenham. I fucking hate those wankers, right? But whose fault's that? Because the level I keep my manager to are by not buying players in the summer, buying replacements. Whose fault is that?
Bro, the guy wanted
See?
Conor Gallagher, bro. The guy wanted Conor
It's just
Gallagher,
unlucky,
bro.
you know. Injuries
Nah,
Yeah,
happen.
but
nah,
hey,
nah,
no,
nah,
no.
nah,
But
nah, nah, nah.
Dinner, you can't
unlucky.
say that. You know why you can't say that? Because Jurgen Klopp wanted Julian Brandt and he got Mo
Listen,
Salah, and see what
hey,
happened.
hey, listen,
Managers can make mistakes.
look. Hey, listen. I don't care about Jurgen Klopp and Julian. I know what you're trying to do. I see you, brother. I know what you're trying to do. But listen, this guy wanted Conor Gallagher, bro. This guy re-signed Timo Werner. There's no support in the world that you're gonna receive from me anymore, bro. You were losing 3-0 to Everton. I don't even care if it ended as 3-2. I don't give a toss. This guy is an absolute fraud. I listened to all of the nice football, all this nonsense, bro. Yeah, look at where that nice football got us now. Listen, big up my guy Eli, but I can't lie, man. Man sipped the Kool-Aid, bro. I can't lie, bro.
Wait,
Yeah.
Dinner,
So
you see
Eli used to
where has it
say,
gotten you? You might be going too
Kool-Aid,
far
what
now.
Kool-Aid? What Kool-Aid? Yeah, go on, what Kool-Aid?
I can't lie, bro. I'm on your side, CP, right now, bro. Yeah, it's us. It's all of us against Spurs right now. Listen,
But
bro,
Daniel, do you think he signed Werner back, or was it
bro, he
Levy?
can say, gee, he's not a bad B, bro. He's a big man, He can say no, You
No,
can
you
say no. We
can't.
would
You
have been
can't.
better off
Big
without
man,
him,
yeah.
bro. Bro, the guy could have literally said no. I guarantee you, till day. You think Levy's saying no to save the money, bro? He could
Yes.
have said no, bro.
Yeah, Levy is
Bro,
like
nah,
that.
bro.
Yes.
No. He could have said no. He could have continued to play Mikey Moore, them man there, Lancashire, them young G's. I'd rather see them, man. Just like how Arsenal are trying to play in the Wanyeri in them positions, man would have taken Mikey Moore over Timo Werner, G. You understand? Bro, Timo Werner found his level at Tamworth, bro. That's where them man there belong, bro. You understand? Bro, the same way you man got rid of Anthony is the same way this guy needs to go to one club like Real Betis or something, bro. Because this guy is an absolute scrub. Man are telling me, oh, don't be dissing Timo Werner. You saw it at Tamworth. He's useless, bro. Man like Son, I can't lie. I don't care what any Spurs fan says. He's washed,
He's a
bro.
bum.
He's
He's
washed,
he's
bro.
done ever
Yeah.
since.
Spooby said I can't talk the truth about Son. Son is flipping washed. How about that? It's
He is.
recorded and
He is
documented
washed.
on
I
the
think so too.
internet, bro.
Yeah.
He is washed, bro.
Seen
Yeah.
it months ago. He's
Man,
done.
Man, will tell you this now. The only Bears I'm willing to let go in this whole situation is Jed Spence and Solanke for me, bro. That's the only two Bears that are gonna get a bypass for me cooking, bro. The
What about
rest of them,
Kulusevski?
Kulusevski,
bro,
yeah, I was gonna say
Kuleveski, yeah, but at the same time, bro, don't get it twisted, bro. There's been games, bro, where him as
He has
well.
been poor. Yeah.
Last
Stunk
season
out.
especially, was poor. Kuleveski he's just in a form where I know he can be a top player, but bro, at the same time, man's putting you in this conversation because there's been times where you haven't reached standards as well. You understand? That hold everybody accountable for things that they do. They're all part of it. I'm not saying get rid of Kuleveski, but what I will say is that there's been times where
Going
he
through.
hasn't picked up weight.
Yeah.
There's times where this guy wants to do WWE instead of playing football, bro. You understand? This is the thing. So Kuleveski, you're in there, bro. Brennan Johnson, bloody hell, bruv.
What a
Oh
player.
my, hey, brother. You see this, bro? I can't lie. You stole a living, bro. I don't know how. Like, listen, even at Nottingham Forest, I even used to think, right, this guy's all right, like, but his level was there, bro. There's certain man that your level is just your level. You see how Nketiah is at Crystal Palace? That's his level, bro. Brendan Johnson, bro, Nottingham Forest, that's your level, bro. You understand? There's certain man that just bought a living. You understand? This is the thing. Brendan Johnson, that's your level. You can't beat your man. Man's dribbling off the pitch. Then man want to gas me up and say, oh yeah, but he scores goals. Brother, I can do what he does. Put me on the field, I'll score the same tap-ins he scores. On a disrespectful thing. I'm being disrespectful now, bro. I don't care if you're a professional footballer and you worked hard to get there. I couldn't care less. I'm a fan. I just watched the game. You scored tap-ins. You're not good. You're not good enough, bro. Nottingham Forest is where you belong. Championship, go ball out there with Wilfred Nonto and them man there, bro. That's where you belong, bro. It's useless to me, bro. Like, bro, at the end of the day, like I say, innit, there's so many players in this club that man want to tell me when you compare them to this squad, like for like, yeah, like for like, then they're better. No, how can they be better, bro? What's like for like better? Bro, Timo Werner is not better than John Duran at Aston Villa. Timo Werner is not
But
better
Daniel,
than
you said
Leon
you said
Bailey.
Close. Yeah.
But you just talked about a guy who should go back to Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest are challenging to be a Champions League place. So
Bro,
you're
bring me,
clearly
brother,
rating.
bring me,
You know what I'm
brother,
saying?
bring me
You know what I'm
Elanga, bro. Bring me Callum Hudson-Odoi today, bro. Bring me Elanga and bring me Callum Hudson-Odoi today, bro. You see when man were cooking these guys saying these man were dead. I've never ever said them man there were ever dead, bro. There,
Brennan
bro.
Johnson's like,
Bro. We went for Brennan Johnson when there was a Morgan Gibbs White literally just sitting there,
That's
bro.
true. I think
But
that's
Dino,
the sign we needed to get.
do you think Ange was like, you know what, Levy, get me Brennan Johnson. I want Brennan Johnson. Or do you think that was
can't lie. Listen, if you're a bad bee enough to twerk to even say, you know what, yeah, we're gonna do what you say, then I can't lie, bro. You can stay there as well, brother. Spooby, if you were, let me ask you a question. Let me ask the whole panel this question right now.
Yeah.
If you man were a manager right now, yeah, you come into a club, and the guy says, yeah, we're gonna go and we want to get Brennan Johnson. Are you not man enough to say, bro, I don't want that, bro. I'll stick with what I've got, no? Are you not man enough to say that? All of you here will say, bro, I'm sure you man are not pussies, bro. All of you man are big men. I'm sure you get me. When you're outside, you don't take nonsense. You don't take rubbish. All right, cool. Spooby saying, all right, let me ask you this question, bro. Yeah, let me ask you this. I'll put it in a better manner. Let me take it out of football terms. If you had a little cousin, yeah, a little cousin who's very cheeky, and then he comes to you and says, oh yeah, run me your food, bro, are you gonna listen to him and say, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna give you my food, I'm scared to do, bro? You're not gonna do that, bro. You're gonna tell him, shut up, bro, go sit down, and he's gonna go and sit down.
But this is like your boss telling you run your food. You know what I'm saying? It's like your boss telling you run your food.
Listen, I think Ange was grateful for the, you know, from the Scottish League to the opportunity.
But then that's
He's
grateful,
grateful,
bro.
And we know what Levy's like. Do you know? We know what Levy's like.
Man said Ange was gassed for the opportunity. This guy came in saying, bro, this guy grateful for what, bro? This guy said that, oh, I've won trophies before. What's he there to be grateful coming to a club that's won nothing, bro? But be serious, man.
You know what I'm saying? From Scotland.
What the Prem, yeah, bro, let him go to the...
Ange got to step up to a big six quotation
We're not big
marks.
six.
We're
not big six.
In the biggest league in the world, the most popular league in the world.
In the biggest league in the world, Ange should be going into someone like lower, like.
And do you see what the Spurs and CP are doing? They're absolutely taking the piss.
Man said Ange should be going into.
Look at this guy, Spurs, man.
So, Spooby, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question as a point? So, Dinier's pissed that they're 15th. Fair enough. But he said they're a team that hasn't won a trophy in so long. And you can say right now that Spurs are 90 minutes away from a final. Yes or no?
Brother, do you think we're going to go and beat Liverpool? Do you think, bro, let me ask you a serious question. Bro, you man need to be careful because there's banking apps, bro. There's banking transfer apps, bro. If you man want to make a bet today, there's banking transfer apps we can use, bro. Listen, you might be in Canada, there's banking transfer apps available, G. Let me tell you now, I know for a fact, none of you man are betting with me, bro, that we're going to go to Anfield and win that game. Let me tell you that now.
But Dinier,
facts,
I didn't think we would beat Barcelona when we were a man down. You know,
bro. Listen, I will send you my bank details right now. You know, bro, I will send you my bank details right now.
Did I know John Terry would slip for the penalty to give
bro? I will send you a CP, bro. CP, I will send you CP.
I will send you in the final,
bro. Listen. No. Look. I will send you an invoice right now, G. I will happily, bro. Right now, bro. I'll send you an invoice right now, bro. Because I can tell you right now, G. We're not winning that game, bro. So, yeah, bro.
But you don't need to win. You You don't need to win. You
Bro,
can just draw
we're
0-0
bro,
and you're
we're gonna
through.
get slapped. Let me give you. We're meant to do predictions at
can
it,
draw
but
it.
I'll give you my predictions, bro.
Exactly.
We're
This is what
going
we
to
think
get
about it.
slapped. 3. I'm even gonna say 3-1. 3-1, bro. Yeah, 3-1. Just that. Remember that score, bro. 3-1, bro. Remember that score, G. Remember that, G. Bro, all this false hope narratives you man are
No, I'm
giving,
saying,
bro.
how about this?
Man,
How about this? How about this? You know, stay till that Liverpool game. How about this? Give him time until and then if he's out, then okay, sure. I'm way more than I'll do less of the trolling. But but for now, he's still technically 90 minutes away. Give him that opportunity. Don't do a Jose where it's like he has an opportunity to be in a final, and then you're just not gonna give it to that manager, and then you're gonna
bro,
have
there's no opportunity. That's what
Mason.
you're
I
not
think if he
realizing.
loses, he's gone. I
That's
think
what I'm
they're
saying.
There's
waiting.
no,
If he
This
loses,
is what they're
if he
waiting
loses,
for.
then I'm like, okay,
There's no
get him gone,
opportunity,
but
bro.
keep him until
There's
that.
no opportunity, bro. There's no opportunity, bro. We're going to go to Anfield and get spanked regardless of
Dude, I thought
anything, bro.
Man United were gonna get spanked last
Bro,
season
we're
against
not
Man
Man
City, but they
United,
didn't.
bro. We're not
Right?
Man United, bro. We're going there, bro. You see, Van der Ven and Romero, yeah, they're meant to even have been back by now. So we're not going, it's not looking likely that we're going to be going there with them. If anyhow we go to that place with Archie Gray and centre back, brother, just know the game is KO'd from there, bro.
De Niro, did you have them winning the first game?
Bro, we played at home.
See?
You
Liverpool
said you were
didn't.
going to get slapped first
Liverpool,
game, didn't you?
no.
De Niro, didn't you say that?
Liverpool didn't turn up in that game, bro. And I did. I
Okay.
said that we were gonna get slapped.
And
Yeah, I
what if they
said
don't turn up again?
Bro, go check the Anfield, our record at Anfield, bro. And bro, I beg you, bro, please. I beg you, just check our record at Anfield, please. Please. I just beg you, bro.
He's not
Yeah,
wrong
Anfield
about
are a
that.
different animal.
He is, yeah,
Like,
he's
everyone
not wrong
knows.
about that. Plus, rolling to Anfield with the injuries that you have, it's not like I think we're acting like they have their fully fit 11. Even with the fully fit 11, there's question marks about Spurs winning at Liverpool. So the fact that they're rolling with this squad to Anfield is a question of how much by when is the question. How much by when? What the score is going to be by when? So that's really
Hopefully
it. But
7-0.
I know you. Yeah, I know you would love that.
Hey, let's
Hopefully
make that
Spurs
8.
win. That's what
Made
I
that
do.
8.
Hey, but look at their team for the first leg though, and they've done it. So come on, bro.
We'll see
come
about
on.
that, bro. We'll see about that.
Yeah,
We'll see about that.
We'll see. But anyways, let's move on. CP, we'll go to you so you can take off that Spurs thing because we're gonna talk about your club and what they did this weekend. But shout out to Sai every single time he dropped in the super chat. He says big up Sheik, Don C, CP, and the panel. Easy win for Liverpool. Don C, super duper Mikel 10 men win. Big up to your manager, CP Maresca, looking like a yes man. So what a way to get into our next segment of the show, which is Chelsea Football Club. What's going on, CP? Obviously, I remember there were words that were ringing through my head a couple of weeks ago. CP was talking about, you know what? I'm looking towards the Manchester City game. If we end up winning the Manchester City game, we're on a fucking title charge, mate. Second half of the season.
Wait. Put the context. I said you have to win every game until the City game.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I am putting in context. You know, I'm not like Spoobs. I will put in context. He did say that. He said if we win every single game up till City, and then we play Manchester City, we'll see if there's a title charge then. But then, let me finish. All the games up until Manchester City, how many points have you picked up since? I think this is
I think 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4. I think you're winless right now in some games, right? Winless, or you did?
Well, we won recently, but we've only won
before
one
that. You
in
were
our
winless
past
in like
7.
3 or 4. Yeah, something like that. So
fine.
and then now obviously we're hearing things about a lot of things going on with Chelsea. The fact that one, you even inquired about Alejandro Garnacho was absolutely crazy to me that you even inquired about it. 2, Maresca coming out, and I think these are words from the board. That's what Lewis told me yesterday on A-listers, but words from the board that apparently top 4 is not an objective for this season. Top 4 is an objective for next season, and the year after that is the title charge. Not signing any players currently. I think obviously that's the big talking point too, is that there haven't been really linked to a lot of players like that. There have been outgoings and rumors of outgoings, but not so much incomings. And then also just players on the pitch. Robert Sanchez with a mistake yet again in another game. Big game too, and awful mistake. Don't know what he was doing there. Nicholas Jackson, obviously that chance Cole Palmer had where it was a tap in, which I thought was one big chance in that game where a result could have been different. But yeah, a lot of things going on with Chelsea. Your thoughts on everything, bro? Everything that's been going on with Chelsea Football Club currently.
Yeah. So this run has been a shit show, but that's what every Chelsea fan was saying. Is like we drop in recent times for the past 5-6 years. We drop off in December. That's when we were majority of this fan base, when we were saying that we're not in title races because we said wait till we get through this December period to see how we do, and once again we fell off.
Okay.
Right. So with regards to that, not surprised about that at all. And then with regards to the transfers, yeah, we have a few outgoings. Vega's out on loan. And Kunku's rumored for
Disasi loan move to Villa or something like
Villa,
that.
and then Felix might be also a permanent to Villa.
Okay.
Is what the thing is, and then
yeah.
in Kunku it might be a swap deal, basically like money for Nkunku to Bayern, and then we get Matisse Tel. Like that's the original guy we wanted, and then at that point in the beginning of this month, Tel didn't want to move from Bayern, and then Bayern decided we don't want you, so we're not going to play you, give you any minutes for the next 4 games. And now reports are that now he wants to leave for sure. So we're gonna. That's why I think Garnacho was like our second or third, because it was first Tel and then Gittins, and then Garnacho was our third, because we're looking for like a goal scoring left winger.
Yeah,
that's young.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what's still happening with this whole Garnacho situation.
Oh, it's done.
All we've been hearing is
they said we're not inquiring or anything. Everything's quiet. It's because the second we heard, I said this. The second Tel didn't play this weekend, I said Tel would want to leave, and we're gonna go for him.
However, I would say this though, Flawless has been saying this too. Shout out to Flawless. It could be a deadline day type of thing where maybe you're just negotiating for his price to come down, because that's what happened with the Sancho.
Yeah. But it all depends on, like I said, our first target has always been Tel, and then it was Gittins. So Tel
just announced today apparently that he's looking to leave as well. It came
leave, and then Bayern wanted Kunku from the get-go since the beginning of this month.
Yeah.
So we'll see how about that. With regards to this game, this lineup for Maresca, I couldn't have chosen a better lineup than what he chose. With regards to, he's going to play Robert Sanchez, because it's been reports that it's basically from the sporting directors making him play him.
Okay.
And the reports came out yesterday that this is the 3rd time this month he's asking for another striker option. So he has been internally talking to the board, begging them for another striker. But in press conferences, he's not going to throw anyone under the bus, right? Especially when we're trying to sell some of these guys like Nkunku for money. The only change I would have made to the lineup was probably not have Sancho play that game and have Neto play on the left. Because when I was witnessing, like I told you, even in the playback when we saw PSG versus Man City looks very weak on the flanks defensively, especially when it's involving pace.
Yeah.
And we kind of saw that with Madueke's side, right? It's just that he has horrible decision making, but you saw threats coming in from that side compared to Jadon Sancho, right? Sanchez had horrible mistakes. Jackson was not good at anything. His link-up play was awful. And I think for the chance we had with Palmer, then he passes Jackson. I think the pass wasn't good enough from Palmer, and I think he was 1-on-1 anyways. He should have just shot it with his right foot near post.
That's what I said. I thought he should have just shot.
He shot it because he's done that before. It's not like so. That's on that. I think the midfield and Enzo and Caicedo did as best they could. Colwell got manhandled by Holland, and Guardiola did not defend at all, but he was great attacking. We had like 1 tackle the entire game, but he was great going forward.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, the frustrating part is, like, we know what we lack. It's just like he's backing Robert Sanchez still, and it's because of the higher ups and the sorry, I'm just reading this. I cannot.
Yeah, you're good.
That was a word.
All that's happened is the draws have
started
to clear
Chelsea. Yes and no. I think you could say the draws, but like we've had these same players do well against Liverpool and so on and so forth. We were gonna get a bump in the road. We as Chelsea fans knew that. We said this from the get-go. That's why we always said it's gonna be a top 4 race. It's just like it's frustrating because we actually have some of the holes we need to fill in our system. It's just that these directors are fucking idiots. What I mean is, so remember how we had Petrovic as our second goalkeeper, and then Sanchez got injured last season, and he took over.
Petrovic was actually good last season. He was.
Yeah. So Petrovic, right? So we loaned him to Strasbourg, right? and they've been undefeated since November. He is literally statistically the best goalkeeper in the French league.
Damn, crazy.
Like, and the manager came out the last game because he apparently shot. Because I saw some of the game, but I didn't see all of it. He stopped like 5 clear goal scoring chances, and the manager literally said, "This our goalkeeper right now is performing at a world class level." And we're like, we have him. Why can't we just recall him? Recall him.
Yeah.
Like this could be. I'm not saying it is. This could be exactly how, like, with what happened with Arsenal and Martinez, where like they're like, okay, this guy's not good enough for our system for some fucking reason, and then he develops into becoming, winning, being like one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
Shout out to YG every single time.
Right? He's better than Sanchez at the very least. And the thing on him was that he wasn't good ball playing, but apparently his ball playing's gotten way better too. And also, Joel's saying, I thought Cole was better than Fofana. Yes. And that's why I still agree with that, because partnerships matter. I've said this, so I could give you 1 Arsenal example and 2 Chelsea examples right now. I'll go through it. People were saying Gabriel was a bozo and a bum, and people wanted him sold. But once he found a partner, he developed a partnership, and he looks amazing, and he still looks amazing still. I remember Chelsea fans in the Lampard season wanting Rudiger out because he was a bum and a bozo. We were all saying this. We had polls on Twitter saying, would you want Rudiger out? And it was 70% yes. And same with Christensen, that we're apparently, as a fan base, begging for. And then what happened? We got Thiago Silva and a proper structure in Tuchel, and then he became world-class at the age of 28, by the way, and now he's world-class. So partnerships do matter, people. We've seen this so many times in our lives. That's why after Fofana got injured, we fell off a cliff defensively too, because now Cole was rotating between 1 weekend having Badiashile, 1 weekend having Tosin, and 1 weekend having Disasi, the other weekend having Achipong, who's 19. How is he building a partnership with a 19-year-old, a Badiashile who's the same age as him, out of form, a Tosin who got on a free as a 5th choice center back, and a Disasi we know is not good enough for this club that we're trying to get rid of anyways. Not like I'm saying Cole was world class. I do. Here's the thing. Besides the goalkeeper, I think I trust the manager and everything else. That's the thing, right? And look, it from internally and reports, it sounds like the goalkeeper decision is not in the manager's hand, like at all. That's the issue. Because if you're talking about creating chances, we're creating enough, right? Like we're creating enough. We have enough clear-cut chances, even in the past games, to win games. So his system is working. It's on the sporting directors to make sure that the quality of these players are good enough, right? Like it's the sporting director's fault for not getting a backup striker and having a Mark Guiu and an Nkunku, who the manager has said since November, I see him as a 10. Right? That's the man. That's on the sporting directors. So and like apparently Gabriel Vega, we're selling him, and he was our backup left back. So we have no backup left back right now. This is all on the sporting directors majority of the time. Like we have
there.
Sorry?
Zinchenko's there if you want him.
No, it's fine. Like even like I said, in our system, we have this guy named Andres Santos, who the Chelsea fan base has been hyping up because he's literally having a Saliba season in the midfield in France right now, where he scored 7 goals in the league. He's literally the best midfielder in the league at the age of 20. And we're like, why don't we recall him if we're a midfielder short now? Because Lavia is getting injured. Why aren't we recalling him? He literally this weekend scored another goal against Lille, and was the man of the match with Petrovic. Like we have some of these players. That's the stupid part in our all-around system developing.
You see, what I don't understand is, let me ask you a question quickly.
Yeah,
of course.
We all know that because I hear you bringing up the French league so much, yeah, or the players that's playing in the French league, but yet we all think the French league is shit. So does that warrant for those players to come back into your team? Because I don't think those players were ever good enough. This is why they got shipped out in the first place. Have them players back in your team.
So sorry, Santos got shipped out because he was 18 coming from Brazil, so we wanted him to get European experience for him in specific. And then Petrovic, we were still backing Sanchez for some reason because Petrovic is only 22. That's the thing, right? So that's the issue I'm having. It's like, and also like if we're talking about the French league, but we're saying the French league is not a good league in terms of winning the champs, but it's still a great league for young players to come through, right? You have your Camavingas, your Chouamenis, your Salibas, and so Gabriel and so forth coming from the French league that we rate, right? That's the thing. Is that the young if you're young and you're coming from the French league, it's like okay, they're doing well there, so they can develop into something because in terms of physicality, it's very similar to the Prem compared to other leagues. So that's what I see it as. Right. So I think Andre Santos is not a main player this season. I would put him as a third to fourth choice option, right? Like as a backup to Enzo or a Caicedo. That's all I'm saying. Even for next season as a backup once again. I'm not saying these are starting players. For in Santos, he would be a bench player. But for Petrovic, he's better than Sanchez right now. He was better last season. That's the issue.
Fair enough. I think I get what you're trying to say with the Petrovic thing. I mean, at this point, it's the same thing with my team too. There are so many profiles out there like that are better than some of the players that I have. Like I know so many left hands that could produce more than whatever Garnacho is producing currently or Højlund's producing currently. However, it's a cheaper alternative if you just recall him from his loan because I didn't think he was awful last season. I didn't think he was that good either last season, but he's much better than this. Like look at some of the stats that Warrior J, appreciate you. He put in the chat real quick. No player has committed more errors leading to an opposition goal than Robert Sanchez in the Premier League this season. He has registered a 53.8% pass accuracy.
Hey,
He's
over
lost
50%.
possession 19 times more than any player involved in Chelsea's 3-1 defeat. A goalkeeper losing the ball 19 times more than any player involved. So you're more than any midfielder on the pitch or a defender on the pitch or even an attacker on the pitch is absolutely crazy.
You heard me losing my mind.
Like these are Bruno Fernandes numbers from a goalkeeper. That's the craziest thing. These are Bruno's numbers from a goalkeeper.
I know you heard me losing my mind on the playback. I was losing my mind every time he touched the ball. I was like nervous as shit. I'm like, oh my fuck! I literally, Chico was hearing it. So it's on the sporting directors. Here's the thing. Even though I like Maresca and what he's doing, the goal is the same. It's top 4. And if he doesn't get top 4, I want the sporting directors and the manager out. And with regards to the last thing you were asking me, which was Maresca saying our goal wasn't top 4, it actually tracks what was said in the summer. Because in the summer, Maresca said our target is not top 4 this season. He said, I have never had a target from the sporting directors this season. I don't have a target, right? But people are like, obviously our fan base and internally we're thinking top 4 because even when we were doing well during our whole title charge thing, they said they would reassess our targets in March for what the club should do. Like obviously we don't agree as a fan base, but I can't put this on Maresca if that's the mandate that they gave him in the summer, and he's been saying that since then, right? Because they're saying this year's not top 4, but apparently next year's where we're supposed to be pushing for the top 4, and then the season after is when we're supposed to be challenging for the league. That's what he said.
Yeah, fair.
So
if that is the case, fair enough.
Yeah. Any other questions for anyone?
Yeah. Anybody else who wants to speak on Chelsea real quick?
Hey, can we? I want to land on some Chelsea players just because, like, it's easy to shit on Madueke and things like that. Can we talk about Sancho? Okay, Baller FC is going to go mad at me right now. Okay, I get it. Sancho technically gifted. I get it. Okay, but his output is not enough. Okay, he played 73 minutes against Man City. What did he do?
You can say that, but in his defense, I'll say that about everyone in that attack.
No. Madueke was better than Madueke, in my opinion, was better than Sancho because Sancho, I checked his stats, didn't even have a single take on.
Yes,
he didn't even dribble past a single player. So you're slow as fuck, and you're just retaining the ball. So you're doing a Jack Grealish job, which I criticize every fucking time, anyways.
He's a Jack
Grealish. I don't care. I don't care if you're not taking on it. If you're taking on your man, okay, you're taking people out of the game. You have 0 take-ons and 0 dribble pass. What the fuck are you doing?
Are you referring to just
CP?
Watch this Man City game. Man City game.
CP, you need to watch out. Okay, Baller FC will clip this.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If you don't want Sancho, I'll take him off your hands.
No, I'm not saying I don't want Sancho. He's still in my club. But I'm saying
I agree with this comment. Palmer needs more of a cooking than Jadon
No.
Sancho.
Oh no, we can go through it. No.
What do you mean?
Hold up.
One second. Let me just smooth. So you don't think Palmer needs that pass if he doesn't mess it up? They're 2-0 up in that game.
Palmer has been carrying Chelsea. What
Wait,
we're going
in what big games?
Palmer for having a bad game.
But then,
No.
Scoops.
In what big game has he carried Chelsea? What big game has he carried Chelsea?
Yeah, that's
Name one. Name one big game that he's carried Chelsea.
You can get up big games, okay? But has Palmer
Well,
been
Villa, he did do well, if you want to.
Okay, basically, so when it
and
matters,
Spurs doesn't
he's nowhere to be seen. That's the thing.
It's all
when
but let me
one
say
player
this.
can't carry a team. You need wingers to
but
perform.
no. 1 second. This is what I would say. How do we talk about Palmer? We talk about Palmer being one of the best in the league. What a player that all our teams would take at the end of the day, right? Keep him to his same standards. It's all well and good if you're, and I say the same thing about Amad Diallo tomorrow. If this was the case, it's all well and good if you're scoring against teams like Ipswich, teams like Brentford, teams like Brighton. Cool, I get that. But in this moment, which forget about this moment too, the rest of the game he was non-existent as well. But in that moment, you have your team to go 2-0 up in that situation. Forget about Robert Sanchez making a mistake later. Cool. But you're 2-0 up in that situation. City weren't even able to play out the back in that moment. In the first 10 minutes, they were struggling to play out from the back. Kustanov, that center back, was getting absolutely destroyed, peppered. Why you guys didn't even attack him more, I don't understand. And I was going to get into another conversation about whether Palmer should be playing on the right-hand side rather than him playing in the 10, because clearly him in the 10, he's not. There's nothing from him in this game, output-wise, and there's so many big games that I can talk about. When you guys played us at Old Trafford, didn't really see him. Against Arsenal, didn't really see him. Against Liverpool, I thought against Liverpool you guys had a slightly better performance, but again, didn't really see him shine like that. And this game too, like bar that chance, didn't really shine like that. So that's why I'm like, I get the Sancho cooking. He had a terrible game, 100%. You could argue he was one of the worst attackers, but you also have to look at Cole Palmer, who had such a good chance to make your team go 2-0 up in that moment and fluffed his lines. Didn't shoot himself, but then also played a terrible pass.
Yeah, no, Spoovy, I've been saying this for the past 10 games in multiple streams. He's been ass, and his GA, just like when Mason Mount had his second season, when he's had 10 goals and 10 assists, and we as a Chelsea's fan base were saying his GA is covering up his performances. He's been doing that. I've been saying this, and not just here, in casually in other streams.
It doesn't
output enough. No, it's not the output enough. His performances, even with the output, have been fucking ass. He scores a goal, but his performances have been fucking bang average for what we think he is, and what the wider fan base thinks he is, and what the world thinks he is. If he's on the cusp of world class, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or one of the best players in the league, his performances have been dog shit in the past 10 games.
You have to keep him to that standard.
That's what I'm saying. He has the output. He has the output.
Same way how Phil Foden, when he won PFA Player of the Year, everyone was on his case, because if we're keeping him up to that standard, he has to play consistently. Where was he? Where was that Phil Foden in that 1 out of 12 form that Manchester City were in? Nowhere to be found. Everyone's like, Vader was trying to talk about this yesterday. Oh, Phil Foden showed up because he's that player. Where was he against PSG? Just a week before that, he didn't show up against PSG. But we're not just gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, Phil Foden showed up."
No, where has he been this whole season?
No,
that's the question. Where has he been this whole season?
This is why I defend Bukayo Saka a lot, because Bukayo Saka genuinely has been carrying Arsenal for he genuinely has been turning up. We all talk about this all the time, where Bukayo Saka makes a big difference to that Arsenal team, and you can see it. Phil Foden, you take him out of that team, there's no big difference. However, Rodri, if you take out of that team, big difference. Big difference.
No, I get that. I understand what you're saying, but you can't put it on Palmer. You have to put it on the other players as well.
No, he's not creating enough either. He's not creating enough either. I'm telling you, Spoovy, I'm telling you. No, I have to put on Palmer. I'm sorry.
Why? There's no point.
But where is this? Where is your stats for Sancho this season? Where's your stats for Sancho?
Spoovy, it's not even about stats. Spoovy, it's not even that, Spoovy. I said his stats are hiding his performances, just like when Mason Mount in his second season after he won the Champions League.
I know you see it, CP.
10 goals and 10
doesn't see it. Sheik doesn't see that.
See what?
It's Baller FC, okay?
Bro,
if a player
CP, when have I praised Sancho like this at Chelsea? When have I praised him like that? The way that I've been praising Cole Palmer, the energy that
it's not about praising. It's about criticizing.
I like him as a player, and I think he's good for Chelsea. I think his career so far has been good for Chelsea for the amount that he provides and the type. Yes, the amount that he provides and the type of player that he is.
It's been average. It's been average at best.
Spoobie, can I tell you what it is? It's
What do you
good
expect
for
from Sancho?
Spoobie,
Like
Spoobie,
15
Spoobie,
goals,
Spoobie.
20 GNA a season. Do you expect that
No,
from Jadon
no,
Sancho currently?
but
Because
he's been
that's not the type of player that he is.
but dude, when he doesn't take on his man, he fucking reminds me of Jack Grealish, and that fucking
He is
pisses
Jack
me off.
Grealish. He is.
Spoobie,
I know he had a
Spoobie,
shit
he's
performance in that
Spoobie.
game,
I'll
but
tell you what it
against
is.
Manchester City,
He's
he was
he's
very,
good.
very
He's
quiet.
performing well for the price of 25 million, but he's performing average as a player. That's what it is. For 25 million in this day and age, he's performing well, right? Not amazing, well. For what he is in general, it's average. That's what I see it as a Chelsea.
The reason I'm bringing up Baller FC is because I see United fans wanting to get Felix. Felix, he is awful. Okay, if you want to go,
I don't want Felix.
go watch.
No. So
Yes,
the reason y'all are getting Felix,
Felix,
bro, is
Felix,
because he suits y'all's system, bro. Like he
it's a
suits the
profile.
system.
I don't want to watch
I don't
YouTube
want
compilations.
Like his
I don't want
profile
to.
of
No,
player,
Spoobie, can I be
his
honest with you?
profile
One
of player
second.
is a
Can I
10.
tell you as a
And Man
Chelsea
United play
fan?
with two
Can I tell you as a
10s.
Chelsea fan?
Perfect.
Can I tell you as a Chelsea fan? This season under Maresca, defensively, I'm saying tracking back has been better, and his decision making compared to his first stint when he joined Chelsea 2 years ago has been way better. He will shoot more. No, I'm telling you, this season he's been good. That's why we as a Chelsea fan base are like, if Palmer performs like shit, why aren't we subbing on João
Who are
Felix
you
in the 10?
comparing it to, though, CP? You're Felix compared to who?
No, not to Garnacho. I'm just saying players in the Prem in general.
Madueke?
No. I'm saying no, dude. I'm saying if Palmer doesn't perform well, I wanted Palmer off, and I wanted Felix in the team.
I understand that, but I can get mountains of players that can track back.
Dude, Spoobie. No, first of all, it's not. I'm saying his tracking back has been better than last season, but I'm saying his decision making compared to his first stint has gotten way better with Maresca. I'm telling you, way better.
H wanted me to show this in the chat, bro. There's no way you can justify this, bro. It's not scoring from this situation.
Wow. Yeah, he's not going to use his left foot.
That's on Palmer. I'm sorry, but that's on him. You either take the shot or you play the better pass. What you have to. The outcome had to be a goal. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not gonna care how it became a goal.
How it goes in, but should it go?
Or if you have to score from this situation. You're looking.
But also it also is a bit on Jackson because Jackson's so one-footed, like scared of using the left foot.
This is Jackson. That's
but wait, so
and Jackson could have shot too.
I think here's the thing. If you go for Felix, you're not going to spend stupid money on him because we only got him for 40 million. So at most you're going to pay market price, which is 40 million or less. And for that type of price, I'm saying for that type of price, he makes a lot of sense for your system. I'm telling you right now, he would do well in your system. I'm telling you right now. I'm not trying to
you
sell
holding your head right now, Spoobie. I'm not
trying to sell you magic beans. I'm saying don't spend more than 40 million. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm saying he would at most even go for 40 million, but he would do well in your system, and he's done well for us at Chelsea. We as a Chelsea fan base actually want him to be subbed on more, want him to replace Palmer more when Palmer's been having these shit games the past 10 games. That's the frustration we're having on Maresca as well.
I'd rather take Nkunku over Felix, but
but Nkunku you're not getting.
I hear what you're saying though. It is. I'm not gonna deny it either. That his profile is one that fits the system.
Yeah,
that
and I don't think Nkunku's gonna suit the
That 10 position is him. That 10 position is his. 100%. But I mean, yeah.
And we want 60 to 70 million for Nkunku, which you're not gonna pay, and it's closer to you getting João Felix for 40 to 30 million. So it makes more sense. It's double the price.
I hope it doesn't go through, but I hear it.
Are there recent reports on this? Because I only saw Felix to Villa. I haven't seen Felix to Man United.
I think there's been Felix to United.
Okay, so then why is Spoobie freaking out? Why is Spoobie freaking out?
Because I don't want Felix. He's a YouTube.
Well, there's no links, so relax, my guy.
There is links. There is. I've seen links on Twitter about Felix.
I don't think there's links.
But I've seen no major accounts. Spoobie, I've seen no Chelsea accounts speak on this. I've seen no Chelsea accounts have any links to João Felix to Man United. I have some links for Nkunku to Man United and Felix to Villa, but nothing for João Felix to.
I've seen it, but I'm just saying I don't want Felix.
Okay, that's fine. You're probably not gonna get him. It's fine.
I don't want Felix either because again,
Villa might get him.
Comparing shit with shit, him and Garnacho, it is what it
is.
Even though I think he is slightly better than Garnacho, but
H. I don't
believe you actually put Garnacho and Felix in the same sentence, bro. I'm disappointed. I'm very
disappointed. Eli, you know what I want?
Do the Baller FC thing.
No, I don't think it's
Eli, you know what I can see happening because of our Man City links, because we have Joe Shields who buys every Man City player imaginable. I bet you there's going to be an offer for João Felix plus 10 million or 20 million for Morgan Rogers. Watch that shit happen.
Wow,
I'm
what
telling
if
you.
We'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Good luck with
I'm
that.
telling you
Y'all
right
are
now.
y'all are experts at
I'm
giving
telling you.
the players
I'm
y'all don't want. That's
Good
one
luck
thing I
with
will
that,
say
though.
about Chelsea.
Good luck with that. Good luck with
Hey,
that.
what
'Cause
if
I don't
Grealish goes to
see them
Arsenal?
selling. I don't see them getting rid of Morgan Rogers. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think.
No,
they're
how are they getting? No,
such a
where are they getting
pivotal
the money
part.
for João Felix? Then they're not. They have to get some money too. It even says
I'll take a
Villa
one
have to sell a player. Villa have to sell a player. There's reports saying Villa have to sell a player
Hmm.
because he
Fair
also
enough.
lost the center back. That's why they need this.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see. We'll see. But cool. Any final few thoughts about Chelsea before we move on to the last segment, which will be Manchester United?
We need signings.
Yeah,
So
you know, I'm with CP right here, yeah, and I got so much respect more for CP. I still hate Scooby, yeah, he's a wanker. You know why?
Hey,
Yeah,
hold that,
because
Scooby.
you can see what Scooby's trying to do.
I respect.
Like,
I actually respected TP's take
Yeah.
about Palmer. I did. I
Yeah.
really did because
yeah,
he's
no,
holding
I've
him to that
been saying
standard.
this
Yeah.
in casually and everything for 10
Yeah,
weeks.
he's holding him to that standard.
Scapegoat.
100%.
Scapegoat.
No,
Did
he's.
you know what
No,
is
If you
every
talk
player is
big about,
accountable.
if you talk big about these
Yeah.
players, you have to hold them.
Yeah,
to
like
that
Caicedo's living up
standard.
to his name. I'm saying this season,
Yeah.
Caicedo's the only one I will not speak a bad thing about him. He's untouchable for me this season.
Oh yeah,
Untouchable.
Caicedo's been on a different level.
Class, absolutely.
I think he's been one of the best players.
You hear how no one talks about
Yeah,
the price tag
exactly,
for Caicedo
don't you?
anymore? No one
Yeah.
talks about Caicedo's price tag because he's
Yeah.
been worth it. 100%.
Of course.
He's been worth it.
I totally agree. It's like I'd rather Caicedo than good old spaghetti legs, good old reliable spaghetti legs in my team. But we move. But what I was going to say about Palmer is that because I hold Arsenal at the same kind of thing, and I remember last season people were saying to me about Havertz in it, and like Sheik will know this more than most of you people is that I was saying fuck the fact that he's scoring goals. He's not good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not
because scoring goals is just one part of football, especially in the position that you are and how deep that you play. Palmer is a person. He's a number 10. He's supposed to be your maverick. I mean, he's supposed to be your maverick, but yet his performances are piss poor. His performances have been piss poor. And Chelsea fans, they've just been gassing up the whole thing for what? Instead of seeing Palmer for what it is, because the moment that he stops scoring goals, that's
He's
when
doing
you
hero
see
ball.
what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? That's literally nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, for me, I think he could be such a great player, but he needs to be more consistent in games and be more consistent against the big teams, because it's all well and good beating the Leicesters, like you said, and all the rest of those bums down there. Yeah. Oh, and Man United. Yeah. But then what's going to happen when you play the big teams? And to be honest, City was there for the taking.
But Doncy, his big teams thing has been
Palmer is the
happening
problem.
only...
So Palmer
Wait. Let me just, Doncy, I agree with you about I agree about big teams this season, but last season he did score against like Man City and United and Spurs and so forth. So this season is in particular he has been bad against big teams. Last season, not as much. But I agree. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. He's been doing hero ball. I've been saying this for the 10 games. He's doing hero ball bullshit. He's over dribbling. He's over pop. Dude, I don't know. He did this even during No. This was during our winning run when Jackson was still scoring. I said 10 games ago. We've been winning since 7, so you can't say that.
You guys are saying that Palmer is the problem at Chelsea.
No, I'm saying no, Spooby. Why do you take everything to heart?
How does that translate to Palmer's problem?
No, all I'm hearing is Palmer criticism.
Yes, because
all we're saying is if you're going to praise, why are you not looking at someone like him?
Dude, if I'm holding
the whole team. Okay, let me ask you this. Though.
Scooby, I criticized Hazard when he fell off for that 2016 season when Jose left. I gave corn to Eden Hazard. Was one of the best.
Let me ask you this: tomorrow, if Ahmad has a bad performance, you're going to criticize him, right? You're going to criticize Ahmad for having a bad performance. So why can't we criticize Cole Palmer if he's having? You
can criticize Cole Palmer, but
then
criticize the whole team as well.
No.
That's what we say.
Wait.
Criticize Sancho, criticize Neto, criticize like the whole Chelsea. Why are you? I don't get that. So
you know why?
Palmer is the problem. Then sell Palmer. Then
no. But that's in
crazy.
isolation.
Palmer is not the
this
problem.
Is not an isolation. It's an incident. This has been happening for the last few games, and that's the issue.
Yes.
Yeah? Because heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Thank you.
When you're that good of a player, do you know what happens when you have shit performances? You're allowed to get criticized.
And no days off. We were clowning Mbappe.
Kill off the game, especially when you're trying to kill off the game against Man City.
My argument is keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying.
I think
so Spooby, here's the thing.
Though. He does keep the same energy.
But here's the thing.
No.
Spooby,
Look,
no.
we haven't even talked about Robert Sanchez like that yet.
Spooby. The larger media, the fan bases, and every show that's related to Chelsea has already talked about how shit and the main reason Robert Sanchez is. We don't, as in this stream, need to reiterate this for the 5 billion times that I think and you all think that Robert Sanchez is worse than dog shit. Yes or no? We don't need to reiterate that, guys. Can we agree on this? That Robert Sanchez, thank you. So I don't need to say this for the 1000th time in a row that Robert Sanchez is costing us games once again. When Sheik even pointed out he has the most errors in the fucking league and has lost the ball 19 times.
But you're calling out the easy players to call.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Easy.
No. Palmer's not the easy one. Palmer has the defense league. Palmer has all the credit in the bank. That's why he doesn't get criticized because he has credit in the bank.
No, so that's all I'm hearing right now. All I'm hearing is Palmer criticism. You say he's got credit in the bank.
Spooby. Once again, people have had conversations that Jackson hasn't performed well enough. People have already had conversations that Madueke is dog shit. People had conversations early in the season.
I don't hear the Sancho talk from Chelsea fans.
Wait, let me go to the players. Let me go to the players. No, let me go to the players.
Yeah, but
we already had conversations.
We already had because you don't hear Sancho.
Yeah, and we already had. And here's the thing.
It down for that one player.
And we
he played 73 minutes against City and done nothing.
He did shit. That's what we said. Yes, and we said.
And Spooby, I literally just said that. I agree with you. So what are you talking about?
And it's not just the City game as well. You can go back in the other games. I think the last goal or assist he had was against Crystal Palace. I mean, what are we doing here? How long is he going to get a pass?
So I can say this to you: how the same energy that you're keeping for Sancho right now. Why don't you keep the same energy for Jackson, who's had much more chances than him and hasn't been scoring in the past couple of games?
Yep.
When he was
and Crystal Palace was only 2 games ago.
When he was in that goal scoring form.
And Spooby, if you want to say Crystal Palace was only 2 games ago because it was we had Wolves, Bournemouth, and then Crystal Palace. So I don't think it's that. If you're going to say the last time he had any effect was then.
I don't even think that's true. Because I
thought he played well against Bournemouth. I thought,
and it wasn't 2 games ago. He played against Morecambe. He played against Morecambe. That's one.
He didn't play against Morecambe.
Yes, he did. He played 45 minutes against Morecambe.
Yeah, but we're not going to.
And didn't get a goal and assist. He played against Bournemouth. For 90 minutes.
Morecambe.
Yeah, you know, our team didn't.
He played against Wolves.
You know, our team didn't try against Morecambe. You know, we were 1-0 up in halftime because our team wasn't trying, and then Maresca kicked the backside up their ass, and then we won.
All I'm doing is I'm telling you the games that he's played in. Okay, it wasn't 2 games.
I know.
It wasn't 2 games ago.
Okay, 2 games in the Prem, basically the same shit. Anyways, so if we were to talk about so Spooby, if you want to be this disingenuous, we've already in multiple streams because I know you've been gone for a month. I've criticized Gusto. We had a whole banter thing about Enzo's shit until he left his wife. So we've already covered that. We literally have been criticizing Colwell for not being good enough since Fofana left, as you saw in the chat today as well. We already see Disasi shit. We already said Barry Shield shit. We already said Paulson shit. No. So if you're saying that we're not going after the major guys, I mean we're going after the easy targets, is because we have literally gone after everyone else. We have gone after all our center backs. We have gone after both our goalkeepers. We have gone after our right back in Gusto because Reece James barely plays, and when he does, he's amazing usually. The only one who's been good is our left back and Cucurella, who's been very steady Eddie. He's giving 7 to 8 out of 10s week in week out, and Moises Caicedo. Every other player in our team has gone heat. People in our fan base have already criticized Sancho for not being good enough, and for Neto for only being a cross merchant and not shooting enough. And that's what we're getting pissed at him.
I praise the Chelsea fan base for getting after their players, but there are still favourites. There is 100%.
Yeah, we're gonna have Palmer. No.
Yeah, people see, this is what I don't get. Those foods. Out of all the favorites at Chelsea, it would be Cole Palmer over Sancho.
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah.
Of course it would.
No.
Yes, it would.
Dude, what do you mean? He scored us 44.
Like not yesterday, sorry, last season.
He contributed 44 GNA in a calendar season.
That's what I'm saying. He's got credit in the bank. So what does
Sancho
still have in the bank?
No, but see, you want Sancho to be like this world beater player, which he's not. He's not.
We bought him for 25 million. Did I expect him to get 10 goals and 10 assists? No.
Wait. Did we not, when we sold Sancho to Chelsea, did we not see their fan base going crazy and going like,
yes,
yes,
because it's an improvement on Mikhailo. Because it's an improvement on Mikhailo Mudryk.
So Spoobs, were you okay with Sancho leaving the club?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
You
Spoobs
thought
was
it
the
was
only
okay.
one. Yes, no, Spoobs was the only one.
Okay, so you thought having Garnacho playing on our wings is a better option than having Sancho playing on our wings.
Yes, why are you making that comparison?
Because that's
Sancho is not good enough for a top Premier League team. He's not. He doesn't have the output. He's good technically, okay, and that's why I said Bowler FC, okay, because they get like if I say Sancho's not good enough, they're like, oh, what you want Garnacho? You want like other wingers? No, I'm just saying Sancho's not good enough. He's not. He isn't.
I don't know.
He doesn't score. He doesn't assist enough. He doesn't score enough. Is he technically gifted? Does he not make a couple of players in a game? Yeah, sure. But like, what are we doing? YouTube compilations? Is that what we're doing now?
Dude, even last season when he was playing in the Champions League, he doesn't get crazy GNA, but he influences the game like people did back in the day when we didn't give a shit about GNA, which is taking players out of the game, which is creating space, which is creating chances. And in the last 2 to 3, the last 2-3 games, he hasn't done that either, which is why I criticized him. If he took, I said he didn't need to get GNA this game. If he beat his man a few times and created space and created an overload for us to get a goal, then I don't give a shit.
I bet he didn't.
Yeah, I said.
That's what I said. That's why I said I criticized him the past 2 to 3 games. That's what I literally said.
Most games is what I'm saying. He doesn't beat people in most games.
I disagree. I disagree.
I don't think he does that in most games, though. I really don't. This game that we saw against City, it's definitely probably his worst game.
He also didn't do that in Liverpool again. He didn't take on his man in Liverpool too.
CP, the 2-2 against Bournemouth, was he that amazing? I know he didn't get GNA.
I thought he
took out. He took out his man.
Okay, so just because he doesn't have GNA, it's not a good game. It's not a good game.
Yeah, he did his job.
Just because if a player doesn't get GNA, is that a good game?
No, you have to look at more than that.
And
but
that's what we're looking at.
He beat his man a couple of times, and that's
dude, even Warriors saying he plays well against Bournemouth. It's
that's the bar.
And you know where I see him? I'd rather not even play him on the left.
You're creating a bar for him. This is the thing. You're just adding things for Sancho, bro. It's clear that you're.
Dude, we as a Chelsea fan, you know. Can I tell you what we as a Chelsea fan base said? Can I tell you what we as a Chelsea fan base thought that you were saying, screaming and hollering about? He's better than any left winger we had, and he's only 25 million. And he's only costing me 100K a week. He's better than Mikhailo Mudryk, and he's only costing me 25 million British pounds.
But we're comparing shit to shit.
No, like, I'm saying so Spooby, exactly. We think of him as a squad player, not as a mainstay. We were hooting and hollering because we got a squad player only worth 25 million with the years of experience in also the Champions League and other leagues.
Bro, I was absolutely livid when we let him go. What?
That's why we're hooting and hollering.
I have to see Garnacho every fucking week on the left-hand side instead of Jadon Sancho, who I know is much, much better than him. Miles better than him. Go. Miles better than. How's that not the same thing? They're both going to play on that same side. He's going to play as that left winger. He's miles better than Garnacho. So, of course, I'm going to be pissed that he's leaving the club for 25 million. For 25 million to our rivals.
Gunnar, he's technically right now, so he's on 250, but we're only paying 100K, just like you guys do with Sterling. So it's very similar to that. So we'll see, because we also have all
of our teams right now, all of our teams on the panel, I'll ask every single one. Matter of fact, let's do it. Don C, would you take Sancho at your club currently?
Yeah.
Eli, would you take Sancho at your club currently?
Bro, I would have took him yesterday.
And De Niro, would you take Sancho at your club currently?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry. What am I talking about? Of course. What's bro?
You're asking. What does that mean, Sheik? You're asking these players. Okay, what would you take Sancho over Werner? Would you take Sancho over?
But what about question?
Of course they would.
But Leandro Trossard was being an amazing season last year.
The lowest of low. Would you take Sancho over Trossard?
Okay, yeah. So Trossard's goal output has been better than
way more than Jadon Sancho.
Much more than Jadon Sancho.
Way more.
Jadon Sancho. No. One sec, Spoods. I'm going based off of your logic because you always say what GNA and stuff does he have or how many goals does he score. Trossard's output has been much better than Jadon Sancho, and I also think he's done it in fewer minutes. I could say that as well. Because a lot of the goals that he scores is when he comes off the bench. So with that same logic, you have two Arsenal fans telling you right now that they would still take Jadon Sancho in their team. not based off of how much GNA that he gets.
Asking two
based
Arsenal
off of the
fans, would
quality
they want
of the
attackers
player.
at their team?
The quality of the player. That's the
Yeah, but if
argument.
that's the case,
the
I'd want
quality of the
Garnacho.
player.
Yeah,
You're
he doesn't
asking.
want Garnacho.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If we're going by
If he was so
philosophy,
desperate for
then I
attackers,
would
he
want
wouldn't want
Garnacho. I
Garnacho.
would want
Yeah.
Rashford, but I want to keep those
Yeah.
bombs away because
Yeah.
they offer us nothing. At least with Sancho, he's a very good outlet that I personally think will help our team. Just like in the summer, I was pissed off, yeah, and I'm sure you've heard me say this, that we funded the Sancho move by
Facts.
taking that prick Sterling.
I said
And
the
I was
same damn thing, bro.
pissed off,
Crazy.
blood. Yeah, I'd rather Sancho in my team because he, whether it's off the bench or starting, he makes I believe that he actually makes our team better.
100%.
And can I be honest, as a Chelsea fan, I would rather have him as a backup 10. I see him as a creator. I see he drifts into the middle anyways. Just put him in the middle with the link-up play because he links up well with Cucurella. Just put him in the middle. I would have him as a backup
He
to
nutmegs
Palmer.
people. That's great.
I agree with that.
Anyways, okay, besides that, I don't want to have the Sancho argument forever. Any other questions for Chelsea, or we can move on?
Before we do
another?
move on, let me get to the super chats and stuff as well. Big up to Sai for another super chat. He says, CP, my issues with Chelsea, Maresca subs were not good, leaving Caicedo alone at the midfield. He is, don't know what he meant by that, but, and wingers
I think
need to
knackered?
perform more. Knackered, yeah.
No,
He's
no,
so knackered,
yeah.
and wingers need to perform more. Cole needs to step up.
So can I, okay,
Go on.
so who do we have on the bench, dude, as subs? We had one midfielder in KDH because Cassidy we're selling him, and Lavia is injured again.
Yeah, you can't say fit.
So who the hell are we gonna bring on?
I hear that.
Who is the manager gonna bring on? That's what we're saying. We need a DM.
Spoopy with the super chat himself. He says CP is a fraud. And then we have one from Abs who says, I'm Maresca in until our club starts signing proper players again. He is far from the problem. Our issue is we have spent $1 billion on proper draws. He's not wrong. He's not wrong about that.
I agree.
Definitely.
Too much on the future.
You're looking at the situation that you're currently in, and then you're being linked to players like Garnacho. I know the deal's dead, or it could be dead, or whatever. But the fact that you're being linked to players like Garnacho when you have so many other positions to address is crazy. And I think all the criticism that Chelsea fans have towards their board is 100% justified.
Sorry, Sheik. I think Wari wanted me to answer one last question. He was saying,
go on. How would you react if you did lose to
Graham Potter?
Yes.
I would obviously be livid, but I don't think we're gonna lose to West Ham. It's fucking West Ham.
I know Chelsea
it's
fan
West
base
Ham.
is gonna go crazy if
it's West Ham. It's West Ham. I'm not gonna be worried about West Ham, dude. In my life, I'm never gonna be worried about West Ham. That's like saying, am I worried about Spurs? Am I? No. They can beat Man City. They can beat Arsenal. They can beat whoever. Am I, as a Chelsea fan, ever gonna be worried about Spurs? No. They won one game in the last 6 years, and before then they had won one game in 23 years. So do I care about these men? No.
Fair enough. But cool. We'll move on to the United section, last section of the game before we do of the show, before we do obviously close out. But United finally get a win, clean sheet away from home. First shot on target in the whole game, and that was the only shot on target in the whole fucking game, guys. Lisandro Martinez scores. Our attack is shit yet again. Why our managers continuing to select them, I have no clue. And that's my criticism for him, to be honest, after this game, is that why are we seeing Højlund and Garnacho out there again? They provide us nothing. Zero. Nada. Nunca. Nothing. There's nothing that they provide to us, bro. Zero. Lisandro Martinez, I thought, was our best midfielder, best attacker, best defender. I thought he was literally everything in that game. He was the only one who I genuinely felt like was trying to actually do something, whether that's breaking the lines, whether that's trying to dribble past a player, whether that's trying to spam a cross into the box. He was the one who was actually trying. From that situation where he took the shot, crazy for him to take the shot. But then that's what happens when you actually show some sort of effort into what you're doing. There's often times where I always complain about our team being scared to pass to each other, not taking some of the risks. It's fine if Bruno Fernandes loves hoofing the ball 24/7 anyways. I have no problem in our players trying that. When there's an over-the-top ball on from our wingbacks, when some of our pivot midfielders have it, try those things. You're not going to end up creating a chance by just playing sideways in every single moment of the game. Fulham, I thought, were not good too. I think there were a lot of opportunities where they could have posed a threat, but they didn't. You could tell that their end product was terrible as well. They only looked like a spark when Adama Traore was actually on the pitch. Warrior J said it too. The highlight of the game was Adama Traore versus Martinez. Yeah, I think they had a little bit of a spark when he came on, but even that, the best chance that they got was from that set piece that Collier cleared off the line. And I think that was literally the best moment for them in that game. But we move. The 3 points is the most important. We have made a signing today, which I am happy about because a wingback was needed. That just means that I don't have to see Diogo Dallo playing as a wingback, hopefully, for not too long. But Patrick Dorgu, welcome to United. He has just joined the club. I think it was a 36 million package, basically 30 million fee, and then like 5.5 to 6 million on an add-ons. Good deal, considering the fact that it took so long as well. I hope it isn't the case that we've spent our whole transfer window just trying to get one signing in, which is Dorgu. I still think we need to get one more. A left 10 would be so ideal. I think that would help us so much. Honestly, either side, any 10 player would be so good in terms of a profile and just make things look a lot better. That also means that we don't have to see some of the players that we're consistently seeing, like Garnacho, like Højlund, but the rest of the team too. Like, I'm not going to single anybody out. I think Ahmad didn't have the normal game that we see from him, even though towards the end, that link-up play between him and Menu was top quality. That's another reason why Menu should be playing in that 10 spot. He is not an 8. He's a 10. He's better in tight spaces. He has link-up play with our forward line. He's good. He's good in those situations, so play him there. Another reason why I criticize the manager to a certain extent is because we have these options. These options are there. You have now starting to give minutes to Collier. Play Collier in the midfield with Ugarte. I don't mind. That means you can have Menu play up front. If you like playing Bruno Fernandes in that pivot, play him in that pivot. Even I don't necessarily agree with it at all, but play him in that pivot and then put Kobbie Menu in that 10 rather than playing Garnacho in that 10 or rather than playing somebody else. Eriksen's another shout that you could play in that 10 position. Yes, he might not have the legs, but that position, that profile doesn't require you to have the legs. It requires the quality of pass, which you have shown when you played that pass to Bruno Fernandes against whatever, I forgot what team it was. I think it was Southampton. You show that you have that quality of pass, and sometimes that's what you just require in those type of positions and in those type of situations. So try that. There are still options that we have right now in those positions without us signing a player too. But I don't like the growing fact that he's now in 2 games in a row selected Garnacho. He started Højlund when I don't think he should warrant to start at all. There's nothing that Højlund provides either. The same things that I see Xerxes doing on the pitch, they're very identical to what Højlund is asked to do. And Xerxes does far better. There's always a better outcome. Either a player on a different side of the pitch has the ball or he's progressing it himself. And even his cameo to a certain extent in this game, I didn't think was the best, but you see better play than what we saw in that first half. Nothing in that first half. 0. So we get the 3 points. That's the most important thing. I'm happy that we won. We play FCSB in the Europa League, which there's going to be rotation. I think the players that I wanted to see start against Fulham will probably start against FCSB. But then I'm looking at the weekend. I think Crystal Palace, considering all the things about my club and all the games that we've had, the performances that we have, I look at Crystal Palace as an opportunity for us to get 3 points yet again. And it all starts off with us starting like that. I don't like this whole idea of, have the scoreline be a certain scoreline, like keep it 0-0 or keep it as a draw up until we bring on Xerxes and we bring on Menu. No, I think that's such a negative way to look at anything. I don't think any of the teams should be thinking about that when it comes to their players, but start as you mean to go on. And when I say that, start the better players and you will see a better result. But we move Crystal Palace on the weekend. I think we can get the points. FCSB, I think we should win as well. I said 2-1 in my prediction. I said 1-0 for Crystal Palace. So we move. But that's what I would say about that game. Performance was terrible. The game itself was awful, but we get the 3 points, and that's the most important thing. And we move. Spoops, we'll go to you. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, couldn't say it better. I mean, that game was awful. We played terrible. I said it like a couple of weeks ago in the Stretford Chronicles. You know, that's a show on Chic TV. Okay, you need to check it out. Why are we not playing Martinez in a DM role? He can't play it. Okay. I don't understand. He can pass. He breaks up play. He's decent on the ball. I'm not going to say he's like amazing on the ball, but like, why not give him a chance in DM? I liked Højlund's done for me. Okay, he's done. I think that was a terrible sounding. I think it's easy to say that it's time to get rid of Højlund. Xerxes still has to prove himself. I think Xerxes is great on the ball, but he has problems too. 100%. There's times when he's in the final third, he makes wrong decisions. Sometimes his finishing is very suspect. So I know we're comparing Højlund and
all right.
Xerxes.
Question. How is this finishing suspect when every time he shoots the ball it's on target?
Because of my eyes, I watch him because I watch his finishing, and it's not good enough.
No, it's you're right about certain things, but we always know that we need a striker. Like Xerxes and Højlund itself are not good enough. Like we needed another striker with these guys as well. But what I see from Xerxes in terms of what he can provide to us in this role that he has to play is better than whatever I see from Højlund, and he needs to go.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
He needs to go, bro. He needs to go. It's as simple as that.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, of course.
How does it feel that your manager actually signed someone that you needed?
Feels good, to be honest. But
we haven't seen him play yet. Can I just want to ask the panel: has anyone know him? Eli said,
"Yeah, I know a little bit about him."
I'll be honest, I haven't watched too much about him, but I know for a fact that he'll give me more than what Dallow's giving me in that wingback role. Forget 100%. Defensively, forget anything else. I'm talking specifically about that wingback role.
He's a specialist, man. That's what y'all needed, a specialist.
He will give us better than what Diogo Dallo is giving us, and that what I see is an improvement. Our club has identified Spoobs a profile. Ruben Amorim himself has identified a profile for the club. Now the questions could be: did we need to get someone experienced? Did we need to get someone who's better than just a raw talent right now? Because he's young, he has this whole potential thing behind him as well, and there's not so much experience tied to him from what we've seen so far. But the question is that in this situation that we're in, or the answer is in this situation that we're in, we can't be looking at those type of things. We need to improve our current situation, which is getting results, which is finding a way to get results. It's not the most ideal situation. Forget about all those things. We should have never signed a manager mid-season like this anyways. And those questions that we have for Ineos and all those things, cool. But right now with the situation that we're in, we need to improve how we're playing. And Ruben Amorim has now identified a profile that he thinks can improve our system and the way that we're playing. And I'm cool with it. 100% I'm cool with it. We didn't pay too much money for it either. We didn't heckle around too much. We didn't let Lecce just fleece us for how we've been fleeced before with certain players who play in our club currently. We haven't done that. So I still need to see more. I still need to see a lot of players leave the club too, because let's not forget about those things as well. But I have to applaud this signing. I sat here with Flawless. You guys have watched Man United the whole time. It was me and Flawless against the rest of the panel. I didn't think we were going to sign a player because I don't trust Ineos. And I have evidence to suggest that I don't trust Ineos as an institution from some of the mistakes that they've made in the past. But this wasn't me saying that, like if we sign a player, I'm just going to be pissed. I wanted them to prove me wrong. I just had those pre-notations about Ineos because of the things that I've seen, but I'm over the moon that we signed a player. This is what we needed. This is them actually responding to the situation and the mess that we've been in, which, by the way, let's not forget, a mess that they have caused themselves, but they're trying to rectify it. And they've done a lot of things to rectify certain situations, but you can't always forget where those situations came from. The whole Dan Ashworth thing, they signed him. They didn't think he was good enough. They sacked him after 6 months. The window that we had, I said it was a 5 out of 10 because we didn't address certain positions that needed to be addressed, but the signings and the business that we did was good. De Ligt, for the amount of money that we paid for him, has been one of our better signings this season. Mazraoui in the past couple of weeks has not been the best, but before that, we were praising him to be an absolute bargain, 12 million, and he was one of our best players on the pitch itself. And the last couple of weeks have kind of changed that differently because he's been playing as a wing back. When he was playing as a center back, he was quality. So it's like, can't really complain about those things, but you have to also ultimately look at why we've been in some of those situations itself. So I can't complain about the signing. I think the money that we spent is good on him. From all the things that people have been saying, like Jez has been telling me, Steve has been telling me that this is a very, very good United signing.
I was going to ask CP and Eli about Dorgu.
Go on. Let's get Eli and CP. Go on.
So essentially, Dorgu is exactly what Amorim was looking for in terms of what he wants is a wingback profile. He wants somebody that's fast. He wants somebody that's physically strong, somebody that can defend and can also attack, which Dorgu can do pretty well. So my thing is, I'm not sure exactly how he's gonna mesh into the Prem. I think he's gonna do well though. I think he's gonna do well because it's gonna be a position specifically tailored for him, a position that he actually plays. So yeah, it's gonna take him a little bit to get used to the system, but I expect for him to start rolling out really good performances, kind of like in the vein of Mazraoui and De Ligt. Like he's gonna get acclimated really quickly, in my opinion, just because it's a role that's suited to him. He doesn't really have to do too much extra outside of running up and down the wings, crossing that ball in, which he does, at Lecce anyway. So it's just going to take some adapting in the Prem, but I think he's going to be a good signing for you. Yeah. The IC3 tax, man.
100%. CP, any your thoughts on Dorgu, the signing itself?
Well, for the price you guys are getting him, great signing. He still a little suspect defensively, a little bit. Not like it's really bad, but a little bit. But offensively, that's exactly what you need, and it makes sense. You have a back three system. He shouldn't be worrying about defensive duties as much, anyways. He's gonna stretch the pitch like crazy. He's fast as shit.
He can also play on both sides. He can play on either
speed demon, bro.
Yeah, like fast as hell. Gonna be great stretching the pitch for you, man. Like especially in your system, that's exactly what you need. Dude, it makes perfect sense. He's gonna grow into the role. He'll get a little better defensively. This is exactly, for once, you're getting something you actually need. Like this is amazing. You guys are this signing was a good price for a good profile. It was exactly what you needed for his system.
Fair enough.
Right. So Mazara, that's gonna help a lot. And this is a guy who's like on his favorite foot. Doesn't have to think twice about awkward angles and all that stuff on the attacking front, which I think Dallo does at times, which is fair enough. He's a right-footed right back playing as a left back. So yeah, dude, it was a great signing. I think he'll help a lot. But obviously, you need one more. You guys do need another attacking midfielder / left winger. I think that needs to be done this window. Like no matter what, that needs to. If that's done, at least that gives Amarin the bare bones of building a spine and building his system, like fully implementing a system, right?
Yeah.
Like you might obviously can improve on the quality of these players in the summer or so forth, but having a left winger / attacking mid on the left side is going to give you the structure for him to actually fully implement a system.
I hear that.
On a basic sense. So yeah, you guys are one signing away, I guess, from seeing like a more together Amarin, if you want to put it that way. So, I get who you need to get, but you need to get him this window. Don't wait until the summer. Do not waste your time waiting in the summer. You can start drilling these players with Amarin system this half of the season, right? This season's a write-off for you, man, anyways.
Yeah.
If you get Europe or not, obviously you want to be higher than you guys are now, but think of it as a write-off, but make it so that you can drill the system now. So by next season, you're at minimum top 6 and are challenging for top 4. But you need to get a camp / left winger in the next 5 to 6 days, basically, because that's how long the window is.
Sheik, does that sound mean to you that someone's on their way out? Because all we've been hearing from the United higher ups is we don't have enough money to sign anyone. We don't have enough money to do anything. Yeah. So we're signing someone for 30 million.
Like I said, like this whole Garnacho thing, to whichever club he ends up going to, I think they've basically they're pretty firm on the fact that they want to get rid of him, because we've heard it from the manager too. Like I think he talked, I'm paraphrasing, but he was asked about the whole Garnacho thing, and he was like, he kind of said like, oh yeah, Garnacho's good. I see what I'm basically seeing from him, but he's like, let's see in the next coming days what happens. And I feel like if this is someone that he wanted to keep, because he's been very cutthroat with all the things that he said and players that he prefers and all of those types of
You said he'd rather start the coach over.
Yeah. I was gonna get into that too before we do
that. Was amazing.
But yeah, like so just that for an example, perfect example. He's very cutthroat about what he wants to say. And if he wanted to say that Garnacho is someone that he wanted to keep, I think he would have said that. But he didn't say. The fact that he didn't say that suggests to me that the club is exploring, if we can actually get rid of him. They want to see how much money they can get from him, what his valuation's really at. And I think they found out, like the fact that they heard that Chelsea wanted to put a bid in, or even that they inquired about it, has definitely got them to thinking like, oh, what if we actually do get rid of someone like Garnacho? Rashford looks like he's out on the way too. That could be another deadline day deal that could get done then and there, because I think it'll come to a point where Rashford himself is going to want to force a move. He wants to play. He wants to try to get his spot in the England squad before the World Cup. These are all things he can't do if he just stays here at this club, because even if he ends up staying, Amorim's not going to play him. It's going to be more like this, where he's going to be fit. He's going to be absolutely fine, but he's just not going to be in the squad. So
I guess I need on a
I think we need to, like, maybe it is a thing where we could still get rid of players. Like, I hear what you're trying to say, because a lot of people did say we don't have money, even though I always think whatever these guys say when they come out and say certain things about all that, just take it with a pinch of salt, because it's never obviously true. They told us our budget this summer was only 50 million. We spent over 50 million. So again, one of those type of things. And in terms of the replacement, one last thing I'll say in terms of the replacement, I think the Patrick Dorgo deal actually is a replacement, because if you technically think about it, Anthony is gone from the club. Anthony was being utilized as a wingback, so they've actually brought in a wingback to replace that. That's how I see it. Because if Anthony, for the minutes that he was getting, he was playing as a wingback, not so much as that forward 10. So because of that, I think it's technically a replacement, but now it's an option, because it's just someone who I think is actually going to start in games, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it for sure. But yeah, go on, Dancy, before we.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this might be a crazy take. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
But I think your new signing on the left is gonna help Bruno out the most.
I would hope and pray.
It's because Bruno. Because when I see Bruno, I don't think he's a terrible player as a lot of people says, but he just likes to spam the ball a lot. Right?
Yeah.
He's a very good passer. And if he's got someone speedy that can actually open up the pitch to pass to, it's going to make him look a hell of a lot better. And it's going to open up oppositions a hell of a lot more. That's why you see this player. I didn't really know too much about him, but when you lot was going to buy him, when you lot was in the running of him, did you know you get those little compilations on YouTube, and he just keep running it. I ain't going to front. I saw a few of them. And the first player I thought of was Fernandez. Because if Fernandez could find him, let's say 6 out of 10 times, that's 6 out of 10 times, they're going to open up your team. And then he's going to be in more space. I mean, someone like Fernandez is going to be in more space. He plays Xerxes, who's strong, who could hold up the ball. Yeah, cool. Technically, he's not that gifted when it comes to scoring. But then neither was Giroud. But yeah, in a good system, they play a brilliant part. That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting what you're going to do. And to be honest, I hope Amorim stays. I hope that your current players, don't get him sacked before the end of the season, because he, like, of all the managers that came through, even the Chelsea bum right there, and I don't think he's good enough to play for Chelsea, good enough to manage for Chelsea, because he's just a League One manager. I mean, Championship manager, whether you like it or not. Your manager actually shows me a lot more. Because your manager, the reason why I'm saying Chelsea manager should be doing a lot better than what he is, because of the players that they have. Your manager should be around about the position that they're in, because of the players that you have.
Yeah.
But yet, look how well. Okay, he's turned your team into a passing team again. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of things that people are not seeing. This is why I said the player that's why I first said, how does it feel like for your manager to actually get a player that you lot need?
You don't know what that feels like.
I'm jealous, bro. I'm a hater right now.
I'm a fucking
facts, bro. I'm pissed off.
Anyone that Arsenal actually need. They've been needing strikers for years, but Gabriel Jesus, I guess, and Havertz, I guess, is the answer. Go on, CP.
Sorry, Eli, question. Do you think Ryan Cherky would work for them because he's both-footed? I know he has a bit of an attitude problem, but in terms of profile, I think he's perfect for them, and Leonard broke as shit.
For the price tag, I think it's a no-brainer, bro. 20 million.
Yeah, he's like 20 million, dude. He's both-footed. He's still young. He plays like right wing / cam, but he's so both-footed. He can play on the left. Like, he just has a bit of an attitude thing. Like, he thinks he's hot shit, and he doesn't want to put in too much effort. It's because he actually is hot shit, to be honest. Mm-hmm. So maybe if he moves to a better team, bigger team, then that would kind of be weeded out.
We'll see. I think he gets moved this January transfer window for sure. I just don't know who he goes to, but I think he gets moved.
Because if you guys sell Garnacho to us or to Napoli, that's going to be around 45 million based on the Napoli bid. And I'm saying at least that 45 million is basically Dorgu, which you got for 25 million with add-ons. And then Turkey would be 20 million.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
Alvaro
though.
Fernandez is the wing back as well. Pay that release clause. I
Yeah.
think you can fit all of that in that type of money. So, but yeah, I hear it 100%. Last thing we will discuss as a panelist before we do Premier League predictions and Champions League and Europa League, and before we do close out, is the Rashford stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I think the Rashford stuff was like what he said was a violation. Low key, it's crazy. The fact that you're saying that a goalkeeping coach will get selected over the idea of anybody who doesn't do well enough in the team. I think that's what the overall message was. Some people could say that it was, specifically to Rashford when he was asked about it, but I think he more so meant it in a way, one, where it's to the rest of the team too, is that he will never select anyone who he doesn't think is I guess fit enough on, or not training well, or any of those type of things, right? However, I do question him in the fact that you're saying that, which is cool, and I have nothing against what you said, but then you keep continuing to select Hoyland and Garnacho. So what are they showing you in training that's so world class and is such a great level that you keep selecting them? And it could be a conversation too, where like it could be a conversation of maybe just lack of application. Maybe they are showing him something good in training, where they are playing well in training, but then when they come on the pitch, that's where they lack that application. But I have nothing against what he said, to be honest. People are comparing it to saying, "Oh, Sheik, well, you defended Sancho when the whole thing with Ten Hag and Sancho happened." I still think it was two different situations. This is the same Rashford who himself came out and said that I want to leave, that when I get a new challenge. So you've dug your own grave there by saying those type of things. Now you can't do this whole revisionism and return around and all this whole PR thing that we see from him, like, oh, he's actually, look at the way that he's treating the club. He shows up to the match days in United kits and shit like that. He's wearing the United tracksuit. Cool. But then you said that you wanted a new challenge. So you actually came to the acceptance yourself that this is over. But now all of a sudden that there's some sort of like revisionism, or maybe he's looking for a way to people to try to gain sympathy for him. I'm just at this point where it's Marcus Rashford thing, like this whole problem needs to get over, bro. It's done. It's been the chapter is long been closed. I like that Ineos are actually backing Ruben Amorim into getting rid of someone like him, because I think it's a shift in culture. It could also be a thing where Ineos are now showing to us that they're trying to give this team, they're trying to give this control to Ruben Amorim, for him to have to make all these decisions, because we've seen Rashford say a lot of different things about different managers and how he's ran managers into the ground, and some of the best managers out there too. But all of them have also consistently said things about Rashford's attitude as well. And that's something that hasn't ever changed. So the fact that Ineos and the club and Ruben Amorim are actually acting upon it, it's good to see from me. And I think he needs to go, just based off of his playing ability too. And I think also that's a good point to look at as well, is that I think a lot of the frustrations from where Ruben Amorim, when he speaks about Rashford, are those things. It's the fact that he doesn't think he's going to do those basic things right, and he's just not the profile that he's looking for. And it's simple as that. We've talked about Rashford jogging in games, walking in games, when tracking players, all of those type of things. And if you can't get those basic things right, then your mind space is really not at it. And that's it. We just need to get rid of him. He wants to leave, clearly. He said it himself. The club wants to get rid of him, find some sort of agreement. If it comes to us paying more than his wages, I've said this too before, like I've said this before as well, we're past the time where we need to think about all the financial things that we can around Marcus Rashford. We've given him that contract. We need to take an L on it, pay his wages if he needs to leave, pay majority of his wages if he needs to leave. Try to get his value up so you can sell him in the summer, because I think that's the outcome that we're going to get to anyways. But those are my thoughts on it. Eli, I know I'm sorry I cut you off, but yeah, you can go ahead.
No, you good.
Thoughts on the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
I completely lost my train of thought, so you're all good.
You're fine. No, anybody else? Before you obviously.
Yeah, can I have a quick take on Rashford?
Of course. Go on.
What I see from Rashford is that he's a very disappointing player. You see, I believe that every player should live their life and do what they want to do. But when you're in bad form, I'm pretty old school like this, and I hope Amron has the same philosophy. That when you're in bad form, you shouldn't actually be outside, in the media taking a piss. Is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be outside flaunting yourself. Yeah, you're all smiling and joking and not have the same energy for the field. You see, I understand what a luxury player is, but being a luxury players have brilliant outputs. His output has been so poor. This is why when he's going through his purple patch, I'll put my hands up and say I was one of those Arsenal idiots that wanted him at my club because he had a purple patch. And I'm like, yeah, he'll fit in nicely there. But ask me now, or the last 2-3 years, fuck no. Because his attitude stinks. It's like, do you remember before, I think 3-4 seasons ago when Cavani was at your at your club.
Cavani was at our club. Yeah.
When Ronaldo ran for Ronaldo, there was a bad pass, and instead of Ronaldo chasing it down, he stopped. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Cavani that ran for the ball. He ran his heart out for the ball and got the ball back into Ronaldo. I swear you got a goal from that. Yeah. Rashford thinks he's Ronaldo without the accomplishments. That's the mentality of him. And like I said, if someone like Ronaldo, for example, went out and was partying and all of that, he can just tell you why, because he's done so much within football. He deserves to have a bad game. He deserves to have his face shown and this and that because he's a brand. The only thing Rashford is a brand for is feeding the kids. Is what I'm saying, because it shows that him not in the Man United team, nobody wants him. He's like Billy No Mates. You know what I'm saying? He's like Scooby on a good day, unfortunately.
Like on a good day is how funny.
it's a shame to see him like that just because he comes from your academy, but he's got no one but himself to blame, and going down the same route of making comments just like Sancho did. Like it or not, look what happened to Sancho. You know what I'm saying? Sancho could have been such a great player, but then I think it's the DNA of Man United. Yeah, because you have to remember every single player that's come through your academy in the last few years, where the fuck are they now?
100%. And it's one of those things where, like, again, the chapter just needs to be closed, bro. Like, it's done. You did, however the Sancho situation turned out, I obviously didn't agree with it. It was terrible. I didn't want him to leave my club, but I accepted it. It's one of those things where, like, yes, you have nobody else to blame but yourself. As an institution, as a club, we blame ourselves for how the whole Pogba situation went out, the whole Sancho situation went out, all of those situations. But we can't just sit here and try to mend those relationships when they've been far broken. Like, I'm done with those type of things where we need to move on as a club. And that's why I respect the shit out of this manager, because he's actually setting some sort of standards so that we don't have to deal with these type of situations that we've had in the past in the future as well. Nobody is safe. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are and what the club views you as or what the fan base views you as. No one is safe. And that's a standard that he's trying to put, because we have been player FC for a while now, where players have run managers through the ground, where the club has prioritized players over managers and actually listening to what a manager thinks he needs at a club. And it's been a lot of those type of things. And it happened a little bit with Ten Hag, even though how Ten Hag turned out to be shit manager, of course, it will never change that opinion. But it happened with every single manager where certain reports were leaked out by, some player had this fallout with a manager, and that's it. It's been a picture has been painted about that player. It's just terrible from there. It never ends well. So it's one of those things where I'm past the time of us trying to salvage this Marcus Rashford situation. It's clear that the manager doesn't want him. He hasn't been playing good enough. Forget the goals and the assists and all of that too. His just simple performances of him tracking back is not what the manager needs. The manager has given him time. He's given him that opportunity as well. He was his starting striker in the first game against Ipswich, which, by the way, he scored in. But after that, he's just seen enough from the player, which isn't good enough. And that's really that. And I think that's where the situation just really needs to end. And yeah, that's what I would say on that. Sorry to cut you off, Don C, but yeah, it's just, I'm done. I'm past it, man. It's just, it needs to be over. 100%. It needs to be over.
No, that's really it for me. That's really it for me. It's just a shame that how he's behaved.
Sure. Yeah, it's a shame.
Like just because take all my banner, take all the hate aside. I love it when footballers come like born and raised in the academy and does well. Is what I'm saying. It means more for football. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the way he's behaved, more than anything. If you want to leave, leave on a good note. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for my next move, this and that, blah. To know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of X Factor. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like a sub story, but no one's buying into his bullshit.
Like you're gaining sympathy. You're trying to gain sympathy, and he's realized, look, like no one's really tried to sign him like that. No one's actually shown concrete interest to get Marcus Rashford like that. And I think that's something he's realized himself, is that a lot of people actually don't like you, bro. They don't want you at their club. They don't think you're that valuable player anymore. And he has nobody else but to blame than himself. That's really it. Like, I'll say this. I'm a big fan of Marcus Rashford. That shirt that's right behind me, this one right here, that has Marcus Rashford on the back. I've been a fan of him, but it's again, I'm not going to sit here and prioritize a player over just everything else. I'm not emotional like that. The sole purpose of everything as a fan for me is the betterment of my club. We're not Player FC. We are Manchester United Football Club. I think Don C and Eli would say the same thing. A lot of people, if you ask us tomorrow, if I had to sell Ahmad tomorrow, if it meant for me to win a Premier League title, or if I had to sell him to, if it meant for me to win a Champions League, I would not think about it twice. I would get rid of these players tomorrow if I had to. So 100%. I think that's where it really just comes down to that. I've been a fan of Marcus Rashford. I've backed him in certain situations, but I've seen enough. And I've seen enough of the type of mentality that he's had, and a lot of situations where he could better it for himself, and he hasn't. And that's really it. We just need to move on. So yeah. Any other more comments about the whole Rashford thing, United itself? CP, De Niro, Eli. Yeah, go on.
So I just remember what I was gonna say earlier, and is if you look at when Amorim first came into Sporting, he did the exact same thing that he's doing here with United now. He kept fielding the players and basically showing everybody that these players are fucking trash. Go give me some players. And as soon as he got those players, what did he go on to do? He went on to win trophies. He went on to be successful.
Yeah.
And then look at where he is now. So the only thing I'll say is just hold tight to the faith, because you see the structure. There's an immediate difference. Like you can see it immediately. As soon as he came to the club, you could see the structure. You could see what he was trying to do. And even with fielding these terrible players, they're still holding the shape. They're still doing well. They're still, even though the chances aren't as free-flowing as it was with Hogg, you can still see that as soon as he gets those players in those positions, y'all are going to cook. So that's the only thing I'll say about Amorim. Just keep the faith. We've seen his track record over the last 5 years. Dude has been a winning coach. It's not just going to change like that overnight. And he came mid-season. He hasn't really had a full training session. Deep that. He hasn't had a full training session yet. Like maybe a handful. Out of the whole 2 months that he's been there now. He's only had maybe 3-4 full training sessions. When you come into a club, you're really supposed to have like the whole preseason. Like they plan for this guy to have a whole preseason to fix up the team, fix up his shape, get everything set up. He's coming in mid-season, turmoil, y'all all the way down the table. He has to figure out, who's gonna work with who. He probably hasn't watched a single Man United game. He doesn't know these players. He has to figure out the players. He has to figure out who works where. And he's gonna do the exact same thing he did at Sporting. He's gonna hang these players out to dry, let everybody know, hey, these players are shit. Because what was going on? What was going on before he got here? Everybody was lauding up Højlund. Everybody was lauding up Garnacho. Everybody was lauding up these dead players. And now you see them in the system where they have to perform. They're not performing, and they're getting called out for it. You know what I'm saying? And now, as soon as that happens, boom, y'all go and get a Dorgu. And watch. I bet y'all go and get a left 10 too. Watch y'all get a 10. Watch.
Yeah.
And as soon as y'all get that, y'all are gonna cook. And I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off because I'm actually seeing something with y'all that I'm not seeing with us. I'm not seeing with Spurs. I see a little bit over there with Chelsea. Chelsea's been cooking too, but Spurs and Arsenal, bro. Oh my days, it's long, man. It's long.
I hear
it's
you.
long.
But yeah, people, that is pretty much it in terms of the end of the show. We will do Premier League predictions, Champions League, Europa League predictions as well. So shout out to everyone in the chat, though, for always showing the support. Big up to everyone for the super chats as well. I think it was Spooby, Sai, who dropped 2, and then Abs as well. Shout out to Sophia earlier for the raid as well. Big up to her every single time. Make sure you guys go subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. But we'll do Premier League predictions real quick. We'll just go in order. We'll start off with the Champions League, actually. Girona are hosting Arsenal away from home, final game of the Champions League as well. I think you guys have qualified, though. It's one of those things where it's not a game that you have to really worry about. But either way, Girona at home to Arsenal. I'm saying 1-1. I say it's going to be a draw, so I'll say 1-1. Spoops, what are you saying?
Arsenal Girona.
Arsenal versus Girona.
3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. Cool. De Niro?
1-0 Girona.
1-0 Girona. Fairs. CP, what are you saying, bro?
3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal. Cool. Don C?
4-0.
Girona, yeah? I think so too.
I hear it, yeah.
I hear
it. Y'all a joke, man.
Yeah, Dotsie says 4-0 Arsenal. Fair enough. Eli, what are you saying, bro?
I'm gonna say 3-0, man. I feel bad for hey, rescue my boy Michel Sanchez.
Michel,
Man. Bring him to the carpet, man. He needs better players because they did my boy dirty. They took all his best players and he's playing with shit right now. It's not fair.
I hear it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Champions League. Because to be honest, only one club out of all of us.
Hey,
is in the
Villa.
Champions League currently. Oh yeah, Villa. That's right. I forgot. Who are Villa playing?
Celtic. Come on, Celtic. Come on.
Home or away?
Home
or away? At home.
Oh, bro.
Okay, so Villa
Celtic.
versus Celtic at home tomorrow. Yeah, Celtic. Fuck you guys.
Hey.
Fuck Rangers as well. I'll say 2-0 Villa. 2-0 Villa. Yeah. That's what
2-1 Celtic. Come on, Celtic. Come on.
Fuck Celtic.
3-1 Aston Villa.
CP. CP, you here? All good. We'll go to Doncy. Doncy, what are you saying?
3-0 Villa.
3-0 Villa.
Hey, why are we saying fuck Celtic? What have Celtic
Fuck
done?
Celtic. Fuck
bro,
Celtic.
Celtic
Why?
aren't good this year, bro.
No, I know, but why fuck Celtic? What? Come
Why
on,
not?
boys. Come on.
Fuck
I don't
Celtic,
particularly
fuck
care.
Rangers, fuck all of them. Okay,
I don't particularly care. I just want to see good football.
Fair enough. What are you saying though, Eli? What was your prediction?
3-1 Villa.
3-1 Villa. Cool. We'll wait for CPU until he gets back. We'll ask him again. But cool, that's Villa. That is also the Champions League. CP, oh, he's not even here, but I wanted to know if Chelsea are playing a Conference League game. I don't know if they are though. One sec, let me see.
I can check.
I don't think they are. Yeah, I don't think they are. Cool. Move on to the Europa League. Spoobs, we'll start off with our game. FCSB versus Manchester United. I say, what did I say in Flawless the Show? I said 2-1. 2-1 Man United. Yeah, 2-1.
I'll go 2-1 United.
Cool.
3-1 Man.
I say 3-1 United.
3-1 United. Cool. Abdul also said 3-1 United. Cool.
I'm gonna say the same.
Same. Cool. Fair enough.
Oh,
you said they're done.
Also,
So done with the
Chelsea's next
competition.
game is Monday. Next Monday.
Okay. Yeah, it's against West Ham. Cool. Then we got Spurs. M. De Niro, we got your team in the Europa League. They play against IF Elfsborg at home. Yeah, IF Elfsborg at home. Yeah.
Sounds like a Wi-Fi password, fam.
1-0 Tottenham. 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah.
3-0 Spurs.
3-0 Spurs. Cool.
1-1.
You know, actually, to be fair, they beat Hoffenheim like a week ago, which is good.
Hey, 1-1, man. 1-1.
You know, actually, wait 1 sec. I take my prediction back. I'm saying 4-0.
I brother, 1-1, man.
I think they need this.
1-1.
3-0 Spurs.
1-1, man.
I think they need this momentum going.
1-1. Hey, bro. 1-1.
3-0 Hoffenheim. 3-0 whatever that name is.
Yeah. Augsburg. 3-0 Augsburg. Okay.
Yeah,
Augsburg,
shout out,
Augsburg.
don't see, man.
Hope they're
Shout out, don't see.
PP, what are you saying? Tottenham versus Augsburg.
I'm saying 1-0 Augsburg, so big up.
1-0 Augsburg. Cool. Eli?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say the same thing. 2-1 Elfsberg, bro. I don't have no faith in Tottenham right now.
Sorry, Spoofs, you're the only one who believes, and even De Niro hating, man. It is what it is.
Here's.
I just think it's going to be
bro, they're struggling against competition that they should be dominating.
I think it's going to be a great step to the Carabao Cup final. I just think
they beat Hoffenheim.
Final, semi-final. I think that's what it's going to be.
1-1, man.
So yeah, big up to Stop Making Sense. Shout out to you every single time.
That's a fire name, by the way. That's a fire name.
100%. Big up to you every single time. But cool. Let's move to the Premier League predictions. Last but not least, we'll start off with the first game of the week, which is on a Saturday at 4:30 a.m. I'm definitely not going to be waking up to watch this, even though I think it is a very good game. Forest versus Brighton at home. Forest on that top four race currently. Brighton obviously getting that weird result against Everton, where Everton beat them 1-0 at home. With that being said, I think Forest bounced back after that 6-0 slapping that they got from the hands of Bournemouth. Forest win 2-1. That's what I say. Forest win 2-1.
1-1.
1-1. Cool.
1-1.
TP.
2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brighton. Don C, what are you saying?
2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brighton. Cool. Eli?
This has a Desmond Ronaldo over it, bro.
I
Both
can see
teams
Desmond
coming
too,
off
sure.
a loss. coming off a loss, man. Yeah, they're gonna be playing within themselves.
Or you could say differently, they've been found out, I think.
Anyways, moving on. Newcastle at home to Fulham. Newcastle, Newcastle 3-1. Isak hat-trick.
2-1 Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle.
4-1 Newcastle.
I'm gonna say 3-1 Newcastle as well. And can I say real quick?
Of course.
Bro, Tonali has transformed their whole team, bro. Their whole team, bro. It's fucking ridiculous how one player can change a whole team, bro. They're like as soon as he came back into the side, bro, their whole form just upscaled and nobody's talking about it. Like they have hit a hot streak with this dude. That dude is him. I can't lie. Like he's
very good.
Bro, he's one of the best midfielders in the league in my opinion. Like he's crazy. Crazy good, man.
Yeah, it feels like a new signing. Exactly. Stop making sense. 100%. You're making sense there.
Right.
But cool. Newcastle versus Fulham. Yeah, I said 3-1. We went to everyone. Right?
Yeah. I was the last one.
Then we have the next game, which is the battle of the relegation teams: Everton versus Leicester City. Everton at home. I think David Moyes is going to do the business. He's been a revelation for them, low-key. I'm saying 2-1 Everton. 2-1 Everton.
1-0 Everton.
No.
2-0 Everton.
2-0 Everton.
2-2.
It says 2-0 as well. 2-2.
1-0 Everton.
1-0 Everton. Cool. Then we've got another relegation battle: Ipswich Town versus Southampton. I'm Ipswich Town at home. I still think Ipswich Town will win, though. I'm saying 2-1, and I think Enciso, their new signing, will bag the winner.
Oh, bro, Enciso's cold, man.
Yeah,
cold.
They got a very good deal on that loan deal, to the end of the season for Ipswich.
Shit, I would have taken Enciso. I'll be real.
Fairs.
1-1.
Blame in the 10.
1-1. Cool. And De Niro? Ipswich versus Southampton.
2-2.
2-2.
2-0.
CP.
Ipswich.
Cool. Dancy.
Ipswich 2-1.
Ipswich 2-1. Last but not least, Eli.
Say Ipswich 3-1. Dibbling with the score for Southampton.
Fair enough. Cool. Moving on. This is going to be a good game, which I hope Flawless is doing a watch along for. Shout out to Flawless. We have Bournemouth, the Cherries at home to champions-elect Liverpool. I'm gonna say a Bournemouth win. I'm gonna say 2-1 Bournemouth.
That's a game right there.
All these performances that Bournemouth are having, it's built up for this game.
Bro, I'm saying I'm there for that
2-1,
game, bro.
2-1 Bournemouth.
I'm there.
2-1 Bournemouth. 2-1 Bournemouth. Up the Cherries.
3-1 Liverpool.
I'm here for the Mons crash out, man. The Mons crash out party.
Yeah, 3-1 Liverpool as well.
2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
Man, y'all sleeping on Bournemouth, man.
The cherries are everywhere we fall off.
Hey, you can't see me, but I'm waving right now. I'm waving my head along.
2-1 the cherries.
2-1 the cherries. Let's go, Don C. Eli, last but not least.
3-2 Bournemouth.
3-2 Bournemouth. Let's go. So we got 3 Bournemouth winners and we have 3 Liverpool winners. Fair enough.
Hey, that just goes to tell you how close the game might be.
It just tells you it's going to be a great game, 100%. Then we got H's team traveling to the shithole, as he likes to say, which is Wolverhampton. Wolves versus Aston Villa. I think Villa do the business. I'm going to say 1-0 Villa.
2-1 Villa.
3-1 Villa.
3-1 Villa.
2-0 Villa.
3-0.
3-0
Villa.
Wolves ain't scoring shit. 3-0 Villa.
3-0. Fairs. H thinks it's going to be 1-1. Fairs. Fair enough. Then we got the United against Crystal Palace at home. I'm generally confident for this game. Clip me up, whatever. Cool. I'm saying. See, I can't.
Nah, you should be confident. You should.
I can't. I was the scoreline. I was going to say it wouldn't scream confidence.
I'm not confident.
I'm confident for a win. That's what I would say. I'm confident for a win. So I'm going to say 1-0 Manchester United. That's my confidence for.
Hey, Dorgu should be he should be eligible to play too.
Yeah, he should be playing.
So that should be his debut game right there.
Should. I'm excited to see it as well. So
1-1.
1-1. Cool.
Yeah, 1-1.
Desmond.
2-2. Ferris. What are you saying?
I say 1-1.
On Eli.
3-0 United.
I was about to say, am I the only one who predicted a United win? Spurs. But cool. He says 3-0 United. Then we move on to Spurs. M0, we'll just start off with you, my friend. Brentford versus Tottenham. What are you saying?
That's a loss.
Hey, man,
That's a loss. Yeah, that's a loss. I'm sorry.
Hey, man. Hey, listen.
Hey, the ball duo up top.
Hey, listen. Wissa and Embuemo, bro. That's all I have to say, man. Hey, listen, man.
The Dome duo.
Hey, man. 3-2 Brentford, man.
You know what I say? Yeah, Brentford win, but then I see the thinking behind it because he's gonna rest players for that Carabao Cup.
Exactly, for the Carabao Cup.
Scooby.
Yeah,
Come on,
let's
Scooby,
go. Let's go. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you
No.
Yeah, I say 3-1. I say 3-1. 3-1 Brentford. 3-1 Brentford.
No, man.
2-1. 2-1
Brentford?
Brentford. Yeah.
Brentford. Cool. CP?
4-0. Brentford.
Spurs? Ah, Spurs.
4-0.
Bro,
Brentford, yeah,
nah,
you
you don't
think they're gonna
understand, Spooby. You don't understand.
Spurs are gonna
Brentford
score?
is the
That's
antithesis to
funny.
how Spurs play football.
Yeah, Brentford are gonna cook them, bro.
Yeah.
Genuinely. They're gonna have a tough time. 100%.
Hoyson's gonna lock up Zelenki like no tomorrow. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I'm saying 4-1.
4-1. Dancy, what did you say? Brentford and
4-0.
Spurs.
4-0 and Brentford.
Hey, been there, done that. That's what I'll tell you. Been there.
Hey, the
done
only
that.
reason I'm saying 1 is because I know Spurs are somehow gonna score. They're gonna score at least 1.
What's the next
Fair
game?
enough.
I
Next
trust
game is-
the Jamaican. I trust the Jamaican peanut. Let's go.
Next game is what I would like to call the
Oh,
humble
boys.
derby. The humble derby.
The
Ken,
humble
which
derby.
team will stay humble? That is the question. Which team will stay humble? Yo, all I'm saying is, guys, if Haaland scores in this game and he does the whole stay humble gimmick, I'm sorry. You just need to wrap everything up at that point. The fact that these guys, with the season that they're having, Manchester City, if he comes to your ground and says stay humble, oh my goodness. But anyways, Arsenal versus Manchester City, obviously the biggest game of the weekend. You know what though? I'm gonna say, actually, this is what I want. I want Arsenal fans to sip that Kool-Aid because I know they will sip that Kool-Aid. So I want Arsenal to win. I want Arsenal to win, and I think Arsenal need to win 2-1 because everyone is going to be like, Arsenal are back. We just beat the champions Manchester City at home. We can do this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Arteta. Arteta's finally cracked the code of beating Pep Guardiola in the league. He can finally do it.
A nice Kai Havertz goal.
Bro, hey, listen.
Don't let him score.
If we beat Man City, just know my crash out against these Arsenal fans will be legendary. That's all I'm gonna say.
But then at the same time, even if they lose, the crash out's gonna be even better.
No. I ain't crashing out if we lose because I ain't expecting nothing.
All I know is either way we're going
to
eat. We're going
keyword.
To eat.
I'm atting the fans. Because I know they're gonna flip flop.
Nah, I hear you. Either way, we're going to get to eat. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying Arsenal win. I think Arsenal go ahead and beat these Manchester City frauds, man. 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal.
I'm also going 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Let's go.
2-2.
2-2. Fairs.
1-1.
Fairs. Go on, Don C. We've been waiting for this.
Oh, this is a tough one.
You're meant to go to this game, right? You're meant to go to this game.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to get tickets for this one.
Let's go.
Because it's going to be tough. If I see Zinchenko, I'm walking out of the stadium. No, I'm just joking.
Hey, no. It's cool. Skelly's back. It's
you see, this is a tough one. But I love the rivalry that's happening because I'm sick and tired of this hugging, loving, lovey-dovey, X-Factor football.
Yes.
I hate that.
Bring it back to the 80s and 90s, man. I need to see people out there fighting, bro. I ain't trying, man.
Yeah, fucking kill each
other. Lovey-dovey hugging nonsense, boy. This is sports, man.
Kill each other.
Come on, man.
This Manchester City performance too against like Chelsea, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, it was like very, very good performance. I still think City can be got at. That's why I'm saying it's 2-1. I still think they can be got at. 100%.
My school's going to
have their
surprise
set pieces.
Yeah. My school's going to surprise you, but it all depends on who's going to be the referee, and that person's going to play a big factor in the game. But
fair enough. I hear that.
I'm going to say 3-1 Arsenal.
Bears.
Yes,
3-1 Arsenal.
Doncy.
Let's go, Doncy.
He's
Let's
back in
go.
Arteta.
City
Come
haven't
on.
been playing that great. Chelsea could have shut them down, but it was just because of Paul Palmer. But it is what it is. All Arsenal need to do is just concentrate and no bozo moments, please. None.
Yeah.
3-1.
I forgot to add to my prediction too. I said 2-1 Arsenal, and then I'm also predicting maybe 2 days later, new Arsenal merch dropping.
Bro,
That's what I'm predicting. Because that's
man,
how they play. You
bro,
know they're gonna get you like that.
Oh my god,
You're gonna
bro.
get a win, and then obviously they're gonna try to capitalize on it financially. Because think about it, fans are gonna be like, "Oh, we finally beat Man City." Whoever scores in that game, please be Havertz. You're gonna see Havertz shirt sales go up for a little bit.
Let me tell you how shameless these motherfuckers are. Do you know what they did? They saw a fan with a jacket and decided to make money off of it. They basically ripped that motherfucker off and decided to cast it as merch, man.
NPC. They call it the NPC jacket.
The set piece
Even though all the guys who are on the pitch are sometimes NPCs, but it is what it is.
Absolutely shameless, man.
Yeah.
Oh my days. Anyway, 2-1.
What are you saying? 2-1 City. Fair enough. But yeah, anyways, that has been episode number 44 of the Mud Brothers
Chelsea
Show.
West Ham.
Here I was saying that I needed. Oh yeah, Chelsea West Ham. I totally forgot. What am I doing? Chelsea West Ham. Graham Potter to get a win against his former club at the Bridge. I do not think that happens. Chelsea back to winning ways. I'm gonna go with 3-1 Chelsea. West Ham are shocking, absolutely shocking. But yeah,
3-0 Chelsea.
Welcome to boy.
3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea.
3-2 Chelsea.
Fair enough.
5-1 Chelsea.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Desmond.
No, fair.
Desmond.
Eli said
Desmond. Hey, y'all writing off Potter too soon. Just came back. Don't know the players. Calm down. West Ham. They listen, man. I have faith in Potter.
Fair enough. What am I reading here? No way. Understand. This is what we'll end the episode off by. But anyways, big up to everyone. I'll just say that at the end. Big up to everyone. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Shout out to Sophia for the raid earlier. Shout out to everyone who did drop in a super chat. Big up to Don C for his debut show, episode number 44 on the Mud Brothers Show. Great to have you, bro. Absolutely great episode as well. And we look forward to next week after Arsenal versus Manchester City, and obviously after the Champions League game as well. All of us are going to be here back on Monday next week for the episode number 45 of the Mud Brothers Show. Make sure you guys do check out everyone's links are in the description. Check out M. De Niro. Sooner or later, he's going to drop a diss track on my head, and it's not going to be good.
When you see that De Niro and Joy diss track.
Listen, bro.
Diss track going to hit. That gonna hit.
Hey, just know, De Niro, we was all banging that shit as soon as we heard it, bro.
Banging
that shit in the car, fam.
I gotta go to work after this. I'm gonna be banging that shit in the car right now. Trust me.
Hey, listen, man, that shit was fire, bro.
That shit is fire, absolutely, 100%. But yeah, make sure you guys go check out everyone's links in the description. M. De Niro's obviously, so you can catch his music. Eli has his Twitch and his YouTube. Check out Prime, who wasn't here for the episode today, but check out his TikTok because he puts very, very funny clips out there. Check out Spoopy's channel as well. And like always, make sure you guys obviously are running up the like on this video, whether you're going to be watching it back. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 700, road to 1K. We will get there very, very soon. And thank you for all the support so far. But the last thing I wanted to say is some United news. But Florian Plettenberg, I'm not sure how credible this guy is. Maybe CP, you know more than me. But he says, understand Manchester United considering entering the race for Matthias Tell in the event of departure of Garnacho or Marcus Rashford. Following Tell's decision to leave FC Bayern before deadline day, open race, but Man United and more teams are very well informed. So,
basically, it's a domino effect, essentially.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, but we'll leave you all with that. Big up to everyone. Thank you guys all for tuning in for episode number 44, and we will catch you all next week for episode number 5 of the Mud Brothers Show. Big up
Arsenal board out.
As always, Arteta in. Every
Arsenal board